The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Iain Lee, you're an idiot.
My name is Khan. Hello? I was shocked.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, that's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
Here we go.
So if you wanna join me for a while,
03444991000. Start calling, guys.
That's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roll.
Good evening, dear listener. I'm Iain Lee. You are
Catherine Boyle.
This is the Late Night Alternative. We are officially the least listened to show on this station on a weekday and on some of the weekend as well. So, with that in mind, you can give us a call about absolutely anything you want. 03444991000 is the telephone number. A couple of things. I thought we had Nick de Semmelin, who wrote this Wild and Crazy Guys book, coming on tonight. It's next Monday. Oh. So that can go straight back in there. It's a good book. Go and buy Wild and Crazy Guys. It's about Eddie Murphy, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, John Candy, those guys. It's really, really good book. He's coming on next Monday to talk about it. But tonight, Catherine, who the hell have we got on at midnight from Los Angeles?
Remi Nicole.
Remi Nicole, who you guys will know because we quite often play a rock and roll song. We'll play it at 11, then we'll play a new one at midnight. But she's brilliant. I've loved her for ages. And she's coming on. And I think she grew up in Finsbury Park, North London, an area that I have lived near. I lived in Endymion Road in Manor House. I will talk to her about that for the most part of the interview. If she knows it. If she doesn't know it, then it's going to be an awkward interview, because that's the only question I've got for Remi Nicole is, do you know Endymion Road in Manor House? So there you go.
Well, she's in LA at the moment.
Okay.
She's doing acting.
Okay.
She's also doing the music.
It's acting and singing.
She's just brilliant.
She's doing the A and the S. The acting. Oh, don't. Why are you? Well, what does the S stand for? If you're
Singing.
But you thought it meant something rude.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. She's doing the A and the S. The acting and the singing. Thank you, everybody who came to Manchester. It was fun, wasn't it? We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lot of fun.
Jerry came out.
Yeah, Jerry's gay. Jerry is gay. So that was exciting. No, he did. But he did. Jerry turned up on the Sunday show. The Sunday show was weird, right? Saturday was great. Lots of laughs. Big laughs. We did 2.5 hours. Big laughs everywhere. People were loving us. We came out. We started the show 35 minutes early. Just people were sat in the audience, half a dozen people sat in the audience, and I said to Kath, we're sat here not saying anything. They're sat there not saying anything. Let's
go and say some things.
Let's just pop in. And so we went and sat there for 35 minutes and just chatted and talked. We recorded it. We'll put it out as a podcast. These are the Rabbit Hole podcasts. If you go to Acast, iTunes, your usual podcast provider, type in Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle, The Rabbit Hole. You'll find them. All of our live shows are recorded and released as podcasts. There are 78 episodes so far, so dive in there. Saturday, full of laughs. Thank you. Sunday, c'est un aguado, no?
Well, it was a smaller crowd, and it was an earlier time, and people had not had a chance to drink as much.
It was. Listen, it was really nice to see everyone there, and I think everyone there enjoyed it. I'm not doing this so that you. By the way, I'm aware that there are probably problems if you're listening online to this. So, we're moving building. I think they've probably unplugged.
They're taking the modems.
Exactly.
And that.
So what can I tell you? Stick with us if you want. Otherwise, it's going to be like Sunday all over again. I think people enjoyed it, but it was a very quiet audience, and we were working hard. We got blue very early on. And at the end, I said, look, I don't feel this has been the best show that we could deliver you. Actually, that's how I should have phrased it. But this is not the best show we could. If anyone wants a refund, we'll come and give you a refund. And I kind of always stand by that. If people see the show and go out and go, that was lousy. Come and see us. We'll give you your money back.
Same. I feel exactly the same. If people feel that strongly they don't like it, then I don't want to have kept them for all that time.
We try and keep the ticket prices down wherever we can, and if you come and see one of our shows and you really, not liked it, not that you found it necessarily offensive or anything, you just didn't dig it, come and grab us afterwards. No embarrassment, no questions asked. We'll give you your money back. But thank you everyone who did come. It was really nice to meet you all. We love Manchester.
No one asked for their money back. In fact, they gave you some money, didn't they?
Yeah, they did actually, but sold some Frank Sidebottom CDs. So the shows that we recorded in Manchester will come out at some point in the next few weeks. The Rabbit Hole is the name of the podcast. There are 78 episodes. It's kind of like this radio show, but a lot swearier. Definitely NSFW.
No.
NSFW, unless you work in a swear factory.
I was about to say that.
No.
I was about to say that.
Were you?
Yes.
Oh, trippy. Psychedelic. What's going on?
We're hanging
out too much. It's going to be one of them nights. Here's what you want to know. What did we do in our downtime in Manchester? Oh. Well, I'll tell you what we did. We went and saw the Ted Bundy film.
Extremely violent and naughty or something.
It's extremely violent and naughty. Ted Bundy film? Yeah, it's all right.
I thought the acting was good. I thought they were all they were graded up looks-wise about 6 times.
It is all right.
There was a lot of emphasis placed on how dreamy Ted Bundy is, which, of course, he wasn't.
It's all right.
And he was just like, walking down the street like Tony from Night Fever and all the girls fawning over him.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I reckon he was probably a creep.
Yeah. Well, he was a creep.
In the end, we know that.
We know that. He hacked a woman's head off.
But like a predatory, horrible...
Yeah. I'd like to read a book on him. I thought it was all right. It certainly did what we wanted it to do, and that was kill 2 hours.
Not just 2 hours.
Well, 2 hours and several. No, don't make light of that. But here's the thing. We saw a trailer for a film, right, before this. And the first 30 seconds, me and Kath looked at each other and went, well, this looks rubbish. And then something happened, right? I want you to go and watch the trailer. So we saw this and we're like, oh, well, we must see this when it comes out. And it turns out it came out ages ago. It's a movie called Thunder Road, right? And it's about a cop in America who goes to a funeral and acts inappropriately at a funeral. And that's what it's all about. Thunder Road. And we're like, oh yeah, man, we must totally check that out when we get the chance. And it's been out. It's been out everywhere. We missed it.
See, the problem was we went to one of these like art house type cinemas where they'll serve you a coffee and you can take it in. And so the film that we watched, I think you can probably watch on Netflix, can't you?
I don't think... Well,
I think you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, right.
No, you can't.
I thought you could.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Would you like to know where you can watch it?
Go on.
Sky.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I knew it was kind of available.
It was released simultaneously.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then we realised that obviously it was kind of one of those special sort of places where they screen films that they like.
Yeah.
And Thunder Road apparently came out last year.
Yeah. So we would, if anyone's seen it, let us know. Is it any good? 03444.
It looks crazy.
It looks absolutely crazy. Going to be honest with you. And also, I wanted to initiate Catherine in the world of the car boot sale, the thing I'm a huge fan of. I love a car boot sale. And because Catherine got up late, and I'm knocking on her door, Kath, it's 10 o'clock. Are we gonna?
10 o'clock late on a weekend. I had no kids.
I'd really like to
kids.
go to the car boot sale.
I was in there till about 2.
Kath, it's 11:15. The car boot sale's 25 minutes away. Is it? Can we go? By the time we got there just after 12, and it was empty. I don't like this car booters. If you're if a car boot is running till 1:30, you should legally be forced to to stay there until 1:30. That's what you should have to do. These jerks, these jerk-offs, these jack-offs, these scumbags, these pieces of trash, we got there at 12:10. Half of them are gone. And I was fuming. It was crap.
There were people piling things up in the middle and going, this is free if you want it, love.
This is free if you want it. And also, here's the thing I've discovered. Here's a sad thing I have learnt about myself. And I've been aware of it for a while. I've been aware of it for a couple of years. But I admitted it for the first time on Sunday to you. There were crates of records. And I was drawn because there was a Beatles record, and I went over and I started flipping through them, and then I just said out loud, acknowledging it for the first time ever, I don't get any pleasure flipping through records anymore. And I haven't for years. I haven't for 2 or 3 years. I get no pleasure. If there's something specific I'm looking for, and there's like a specific category, maybe, I get no pleasure from it anymore.
Because you're not browsing.
I'm not browsing, I'm not fussed.
What I find...
I'm fussed about records, guys.
Having flicked through a lot of records with you and before that, it's all the same crap in there, isn't it?
Yeah. So, bit bored of that. So that was what we did. But we had a great time in Manchester. Thank you. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 more shows booked in. One of them, the one in Glasgow, in a couple of weeks is sold out. Mm-hmm. The one in Belfast, we might cancel it by Friday if we've not sold many more tickets. London, there's 15 tickets next month. 15 tickets left for London. And there's 134 tickets left for Dorset, which is in July. That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. If you want tickets, but we're going to carry, we will do that show because I'm looking forward to it. There's only 24 people so in a venue that holds 58. But we'll have a laugh.
It'll be very intimate.
It's a shorter show. It's a really cheap show as well. I think it's like maybe 10 quid or something. And even with the short show, we're going to stick around afterwards and sign stuff. And no one wants to just take pictures.
Do you know, sometimes I wonder whether those cheap shows for £10, right? People don't plan ahead as much because it's money they can spend nearer the time.
You're scumbags. IainLee.com/event if you want the tickets for those. IainLee.com/event. Right. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We're talking Thunder Road. We're talking My Bad Back, and we're talking milkshakes. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Amy's listening in the car on the way home. That's good news. Thank you, Amy. 0344 499 1000. Everyone's got a real boner about moving to this new building. Hey, guys, great luck in the new building. Enjoy the move. Hey, guys, looking forward to the start of a brand new era as you move into your new building. Well, I'm looking forward to the start of my last 7 months working for Talk Radio. That's what it probably signifies for me. I couldn't really, I like, you see my house. I like old tech. I like old tech. I'm starting an old gaming museum in my house, and I like old tech, and I don't want to go to a swanky new studio where there might be important people in the building.
Yeah, and there's no parking.
There's no parking.
That's what
I don't actually know where it is. I've not been there yet to get our passes. I'm hoping that when we go tomorrow to go into work, we can get our passes. I'm hoping. If not, no show. Simple as that, really. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to June.
Ian!
The love
hi.
of my life you left on Sunday. I wanted a piece of your ass.
What?
Oh!
Yeah, I did. June came on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. And you saw the show.
Yeah.
Steady, come on.
Making it go all crackly.
Yes. Well,
I want to know what you did on Sunday.
well, what did we do?
Because
What?
you got some extra listeners on your stream.
What are you doing? Hang on a minute. Why are you sounding so muffled? Is the phone inside your mouth?
No. Does that matter?
Go again? Say,
Does that matter?
What are you?
it's worse. Where are you putting it?
What are you doing?
Am I doing well?
Well, I'm going to make an exception. Can you go on speakerphone?
Hang on just a sec. Go on speakerphone. Hello?
I mean, how is that better?
That's better.
Is it?
Yeah, are you on speakerphone now?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's one of those nights. Okay. Right, go on, June. What were you asking?
I was going to say,
Yes.
am I allowed to come to another one of your shows?
No, you behaved appallingly.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, of course you can come, but maybe laugh at the next one, huh?
Oh, she laughed.
Well, I know what you want now.
what do
I've never been to a rabbit hole before.
No.
I wasn't sure how far we could go.
You can go as far as you want. You are very, very welcome, June. It was lovely to meet you on Sunday, and it was really nice to meet your daughter. And I know it was like 2.5 hour journey there. I'm guessing it was a similar time back.
Yeah.
And
I thought it at 12.
Kath got home at 12. I got home at 1, thereabouts, you know. But we really appreciate it. It was lovely to see you, and we hope you enjoyed it.
We did, yes. But we've had a lot of my friends and my daughter's friends listening on the stream.
Yes, good.
And they really enjoyed it.
Oh, good. I'm glad they did.
And my grandchildren liked the photographs.
Yeah.
I was called a tart, I'm afraid.
You were called a what?
A tart.
A tart. Wow.
Because I had a cuddle from Iain Lee, so I'm a tart.
Well, then in that, you know, it was a gratefully received cuddle on my part as well. Hey, listen, June, it was nice to finally put a face to the voice, and it was nice to meet your daughter, and we really appreciate the support. So thank you.
Yeah, we're going to try and come down to Bath.
Oh, blimey.
To the Rondo.
Yeah, the Rondo Theatre in September. That's a great little venue. How long is that going to take you to get to?
Oh, it's only about an hour and a half.
Oh, nothing in that case. Fine. All right. Well, we'll see you in Bath in September.
Okay then.
Tutty bye. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Pete. Good evening, Pete.
Hey guys, you alright?
I'm fine, Pete. What's wrong with your voice? Is this going to be? apparently our radio signal isn't very good because someone flicked the switch to start the other antenna, and no one's phone is working. I do wonder sometimes. Pete, what can we do for you on this holiest of Mondays?
Well, I was just hearing you talking about records and how you don't get any joy through flipping through them anymore.
Yeah.
And I've realised I've got the same thing.
Hang on. Jeez. Your phone dropped out at the key moment. And I realise I've got the same thing with silence. So let's do that run up again.
I've got the same thing with DVDs.
CDs, of course, you're a younger man than I, Gunga Din.
Sorry, DVDs.
He said CDs, right?
Yeah, and then DVDs. He's just remembered.
Well, right, already this sounds like a shut up. This sounds like a fake call.
Why?
What idiot?
Yeah.
Confuses CDs with DVDs.
You take them out of the box, they look the same,
They
don't
take them out of the box, they look the same, but in the box they're completely different.
This is true.
But he's talking about flipping through them, right? Well, flipping through CDs, flipping through DVDs. This guy's loco.
Tell him.
Yeah, I don't want to tell him. He might go crazy and try and kill me. It's not working for you anymore, Pete.
No, I think it's because I've got all the things that I'm going to want, most of them. So I'm looking for the really rare.
That might be it, yeah.
Or at least the things that are obscure. A couple of found a basically self-printed DVD for some hypnotist bloke, and that excited me.
Oh! Hang on a minute. That's excited me. A vanity DVD of some hypnotist bloke. I used to be a hypnotist. I used to collect videos of hypnotists from all around the world. Who is this guy? It's not Hugh Lennon, is it?
Alan Bates.
Alan Bates. We've got to Google this dude. Do I know Batesy? Alan Bates here.
I think it was a DVD he was sending out to kind of bookers rather than sort of.
All right, not commercial
live
kind
show.
of thing.
Oh, mate.
It was a couple of clips from Maltese TV where he seems to be performing.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I've not heard of Alan Bates. Well, that sounds great. But how long have you known? God, the phones have gone nuts, by the way. How long have you known that this has not been fun for you anymore? Or have you only just recently acknowledged it? Because saying this thing out loud on Sunday was a real, it was a relief, but there was also sad. It was sad. It used to be one of my favourite great pleasures was going through crates of records, just flicking through them.
I genuinely think I only realised about 20 minutes ago when you said it.
Mate. Oh, dear.
You know what's happened?
What?
You've completed DVDs.
I think so, because my thing now, Pete, as you know, is I'm really getting into this retro game kick, and this was after going to a fair with my boys, and something awoke in me when we had the kids. I got rid of all my stuff because I thought it was a sensible thing to do, and I wasn't really playing with it. And I was at the car boot. I wanted to flick through like old video games and old video game magazines, but that just wasn't there.
They don't turn up. I mean, yeah, because the thing is, you get these dealers who come in. They get the earliest entry and they just swoop in and get everything that might be at all valuable.
Plus, people put them on eBay these days, don't they?
There's that too. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm currently trying to declutter. I'm taking a break from it at the moment. I'm doing the Koji Kondo.
This is if you haven't touched it in a month, chuck it.
Yeah, if it doesn't bring you joy, get rid.
That's my penis.
I'm not being quite that strict, but yeah, it's pretty much that.
Here's the thing. I am enjoying the clutter in my house now. I'm enjoying having one room that's quite cluttered. Now there is a focus for the clutter. Got my CDs, they're going to stay because I'm a big fan of CDs. But now I've got a focus for the clutter. I'm enjoying it being kind of cluttered. But if I'm a single guy, I live on my own. If ever at some point down the line someone moved in with me, I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of junk, man, to create some space.
Some room for the nurse.
Well, I've got to say, your retro streams are really kind of, I'm having to restrain myself because every time you open a new thing, I'm like, I could get one of those.
You could. I've just bought, to get indulge me one very geeky thing, just for the streamers. Basically, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my Dreamcast online because of my Sky router. So someone has persuaded me to buy a new router that might work, and it's just pound over fist is getting chucked out. But tomorrow, we're not messing. Tomorrow, if you join me on the stream, Pete, Iain Lee, twitch.tv/Iain Lee, games. I'm playing games. I am playing games. No technical, faffery, games. Games. Will you join me?
If I'm not buried under a mountain of stuff, I'll be there.
Thank you, Pete. Nice to talk to you, man. I like Pete's voice. We had Pete phone up the rabbit hole at the weekend. He's got a good voice.
He's got a lively voice.
He's got more enthusiasm than we have got. Let's try Jill. Good evening, Jill.
Say, little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea?
Pathetic. This is Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Rack those calls up, James. Let's get them in. 0344 499 1000. Here's something I do want to talk about, and I don't want to go into the specifics of politics and the people and stuff. The milkshaking. And it tends to be, I think it's only happened to politicians on the right. Some might say the far right. Now, I see it in the great tradition of egging. Mm-hmm. I think Jeremy Corbyn got egged fairly recently, didn't he? Egging seems to happen on both sides. We're treading carefully because there's an election coming up on Thursday, so we can't really go into too much kind of party stuff. But egging has been a thing for a long time. There was the lad who did it to the arsehole in Australia, who I think has had to step down now, hasn't he, for some reason. So egging has been a thing. and everyone's going, well, it's the far right that are getting milkshaked, and it's only milkshakes and stuff like that. I'm not convinced I agree with it. I think it's funny, right? On a base level, it's funny, man.
But that's only funny because it's kind of usurping authority, and it seems like a cheeky thing to do.
It seems cheeky. And I don't have and it's not. I suppose it's partly because it's politics. It's happening to politicians I would not necessarily agree with. So there's part of that. But also I like the egging of Corbyn. I'm kind of more on the left. I thought the egging. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is...
An egg would hurt more than a milkshake, wouldn't it?
Not really. Not really. I don't think... Well, I mean, a little bit, but not really. I think they're fun. I think both are funny, right? And it's generally men in suits covered in goo. That's funny. And the anger of the men in suits afterwards. That's funny. And it's a form of violence, but it's not a fist like... who's the big lad who got...
Oh, John Prescott.
Did he get punched?
No, he punched someone who egged him.
He got egged, didn't he? You're absolutely right. It's not, it's not a serious physical... It's not a punch, it's not a knife, it's not a gun being waved around. It's a loud... The visually loud protest done with minimum of harm, just harm to pride and clothing. But recently, I'm struggling. I don't think I approve. I don't think I approve. I'm chuckling. I'm laughing. Saw Burger King got in trouble. You see Burger King got in trouble saying, oh, such and such is going to be in town today. Don't forget, we sell milkshakes.
Yeah, because some places have been asked to not sell milkshakes. Yeah. Apparently by the police.
But I don't think I approve of it.
I think it's part of this whole thing of sort of the Twitterification of politics, right? Where no one gets any respect. And people doing their jobs shouldn't have to worry about someone losing things at them.
Someone went to prison for 28 days for chucking an egg at Jeremy Corbyn. That was the thing. I just don't... I feel I should approve of it, but I don't...
It's the contempt for politicians, I think, is a little bit frightening.
Yeah.
Understandable in some quarters. Understandable. But, yeah. It's assault.
03444991000. Let's go to Big Rick. Good evening, Rick.
Hey, Catherine. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Rick. What you got for us?
Can I blow a little smoke up your wazoo?
Oh, please do.
Bend over.
I can't bend over. I've done my back in again.
Oh, well, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it all now. I came to see you guys the other night in the Mank.
Which one did you come to? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Thank God. Okay, well done. Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really, I was sitting at home this evening thinking, I should have dragged myself up there and gone to the second one. But, it was really bloody good. I've never been to one before, and I really enjoyed it, and I don't get out much. And I was there with someone I did not expect to be there with because the plans all went strangely wrong.
Yeah.
But the person I was with loved it. Probably enjoyed it more than I did.
And the person you were with wasn't a fan of us previously?
Yeah, it was taught before. Yeah, sort of, kind of, a bit. Yeah, but not to the extent that I am. So it was really good. She was just sat there giggling the whole time.
Good.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Rick, and thank you for bringing someone along, and thank you for supporting us. And
hey, and do you know what I wanted to say, right?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I got to meet you at the end, briefly. We just sort of queued up and jumped in and took pictures with you, very monkey fashion. And afterwards, I was wearing the thought. I was really rude. I didn't say hello.
Oh, this was the rude guy that didn't say hello to us, remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
In front of the Jimmy Savile totem pole.
Yeah, there was a totem pole there that was owned by Jimmy Savile. That's not even a joke. That's actually true.
Was that actually true? I thought you were making that up.
No, why would we make that up? Who could make up Jimmy Savile's totem pole? Great name for a band, by the way, guys.
He used to have a flat over the top of that venue.
Yeah.
No, really?
Seriously, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that Affleck's Palace is a bit of a place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a strange place. That venue's closing down, though, the 3-minute theatre that we were in, which is a shame, because...
Well, I was surprised when I got there, because the last time I went to Affleck's, that place was a shop that turned recycled bottles into, vases and lamps and stuff.
It's always been a bit hippy-dippy, hasn't it, Affleck's?
Oh, yeah, that's the whole thing.
The Crystal shop was on the 3rd floor, I noticed. So, hey, well, nice one, Rick. There was a crystal shop on the 3rd floor, if you're interested.
Oh, I do like my crystals.
All right.
Yeah, but no, look, nice one. Yeah, we really enjoyed it, and we had a horrendous time getting there and back. But never mind that.
Never mind that. Rick, you're a good man. Thank you very much for coming. It is appreciated. Let's go to Andre. Say hello to my good friend Alan. Alan, say hi to Andre.
Evening, Andre.
No, Ian said, "Can I say hello first?" Not you, other way around. But hello, Alan.
How are you, Andre?
Yeah, not bad. I've got a couple of big issues.
I've got some issues on my own.
I should sell them by the end of the night. Oh, no, sorry, Alan. Yeah, how are you?
Oh, not bad. How's the weekend been for you?
Oh, lovely, mate. Lovely, yeah.
Well, I've been to visit my mum in hospital.
Okay. All went okay?
She's getting better.
Good news, Alan, yeah. What I was going to say, are you going to Shaftesbury Avenue?
What's that?
To see Ian and Kath, Shaftesbury Avenue.
I'm waiting for them to come to Birmingham.
Yeah, well, you might wait a while, but the thing is, I want to go to Shaftesbury Avenue, and when I talk to Ian, hopefully, I'm wondering if he'll let me go, or let me have a ticket. Do you think he will?
I think you have to buy the ticket on iainlee.com/events.
I'm no good at that email stuff. He'd have to just send me one through the post, I reckon, if he's feeling generous.
No, if you go on your computer, type in iainlee.com/events in your web browser, and send to Shaftesbury Avenue, then go fill in the online order form, they'll post the tickets out to you.
How much are the tickets?
I don't know, because Ian knows that information. I don't know the prices.
Oh, Alan, I've got an idea. Do you want a quick game of rocks and scissors?
I don't know how that's going to work on the radio.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. What you got?
You first.
No, I asked the question. Don't answer a question with a question. What you got?
No, you first. I'm letting you go first.
All right, then, a blooming rocket launcher. What you got?
We weren't playing rock, paper, scissors.
Pardon? No, that does include a massive area of things, you know. It's not just rocks and scissors.
No, the idea of rock, paper, scissors is rock beats scissors, scissors beat paper, paper beats rock.
Well, I'll give you another chance. What you got then?
You first.
Oh, I can't go first all the time.
Well, I was asking a serious question about this new book he's got coming out. I want to know where I can get it.
Whose book?
Ian's new book about the show, with quotes from the show. Because I want to read what I got up to when I was asleep.
Yeah, I want to read what I want to get up to it all. But whether I'll be mentioned here, I don't know.
I want to know where I can get it. Because I want to get it on Friday when I get paid.
I didn't even know. I don't get paid for another month yet. But the thing is, right, as I say, I've got a few big issues. Would you like to buy one?
I'm not interested in big issues. I can get them in Birmingham City Centre.
Where?
I can get them in Birmingham City Centre.
How much are they there?
Well, about the same price it is in the country. Because the homeless people sell them to make money to get a bed for the night.
I know they do. I sell mine quite expensively, actually.
Well, it depends on which part of the country you're in. Andre? Andre? Hello? Andre?
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Jamie. Good evening, Jamie.
Good evening.
Good evening, Jamie. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, it's a little bit of feedback for you, really. I mean, I don't have Twitter or anything to tweet you, so I thought I'd give you a call.
Well, old school. This guy's retro.
Yeah. I've been catching up on your podcast today, and they've been amazing.
What the heck? Who is this lunatic? What, did they legalise drugs all of a sudden? What are you talking about, you fool?
Honestly, incredible. Your interview with Tony Slattery, I really loved.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, no, that was something really special. Actually, I'm very proud. I'm very proud of that. That was lovely.
I've not heard anything like that on the radio before. It was great.
Thanks, man.
And Kath's interview with Rebecca as well, I thought was really, really good.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm just wanted to say more of the same, please.
Thank you, Jamie. We got a few more of those little things kind of up our sleeves. We kind of lucked out with those two because they're both brilliant talkers and have got brilliant stories to share and seem to have almost no barrier as to what they were prepared to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, both
exactly, yeah.
Rebecca and Tony in very different ways and for very different reasons. But we've got a few more things up our sleeve. I believe, Catherine, you're going to go and watch a porno being made.
Well, at some point, yeah. They asked me if I wanted to go on Sunday, but we were busy in Manchester.
Okay.
But it's going to happen. And I'm also talking to a nun.
And I'm going to go to a jigsaw competition. So, you know, we've got... I've got to email them. We've got a few things up our sleeve. But we both talked about this a while ago. We want to do more of these kind of going out and about. And, you know, for me, radio is all about stories, right? It's all about stories. And we get some great stories from the calls that come in. But there are a lot of other stories out there that we need to go out and meet and grab. So, we're going to do more of that, Jamie. Thank you.
Fantastic. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to hang up now. Up your bum.
Oh, dear.
Charming.
Rude. Speaking of bums, it's Mo. Good evening, Mo.
You're right, man. Been on the hold for a long time, but it's all right.
I can put you on hold for a little bit longer if you want.
No.
Okay, let's go to Becky. Good evening, Becky.
Oh, good evening.
Becky the witch, she's a witch, and she put a spell on my heart. Not so I would fall in love, but so my heart would do a tiny little fart.
Oh.
I've got a farting heart, 'cause a witch put a spell on me. Yeah.
Careful. I'll put a curse on you soon.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Can it be for him to be a bit quieter?
I like singing the songs that come into my head. What can we do for you, Bex?
I'm having to speak really quietly today.
Why is that? Does your throat hurt?
It does hurt.
What have you done to hurt your throat?
Did you hex in the mirror?
I've smoked.
You smoked.
And took in flames.
You shouldn't have smoked. Or maybe a rival witch put a spell on your fags.
Probably. I'll have to have words with him.
Yeah, we'll have words. Have words. Have rough, croaky words. Don't smoke, man. Don't smoke. I really want to smoke a cigar, but Catherine won't let me.
Right.
But giving up smoking was probably
I think Monica Lewinsky can have something to say about cigars.
Who is that?
Monica Lewinsky.
She didn't have a sore throat because of it.
No, hang on, what's, I don't get the cigar reference.
Monica Lewinsky.
I know who she is. She's sucked up the president.
Famously, he
he
warmed it up on her. Yes.
Now, here's the thing, because you got to keep those things dry.
Well.
But like a carrot.
It wasn't the lighting end.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen.
You're the one person on the planet that didn't.
Whatever floats your boat, you know. Who am I? Let he who is without sin take first drag on that cigar.
Oh, gosh, XZX.
So what can we do for you, Becky, apart from sinking to your disgusting level?
Well, I've been here, there and everywhere on my broom today.
Okay, go on.
I was in Bredbury. I picked up CJ. Went over to pick up a TARDIS mini beer fridge.
Yeah.
Like, what? It was so awesome. You should have seen it. It was you can actually put beer in it.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Milk.
Just nod and smile.
You don't, just nod in agreement.
Okay, yeah, I'm nodding. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. and we went shopping for food, and then went back to his, and I had onion bhaji. So yeah, it was brilliant.
Okay, I'm going to be honest, Becky. This is probably one of the dullest phone calls I've ever taken in 15 years of phone-in radio. You went shopping. You went shopping, and you bought some onion bhajis.
Well,
how is that a phone-in topic? This isn't BBC Three Counties radio. This is talk radio. This is a national radio station. We're not doing a phone-in. What did you have for your tea tonight? Call me now. 0344 499 1000. What did you have for your tea? Give us a call. We're starting with onion bhajis. Can anyone beat onion bhajis?
Sans. Without.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off now, Becky.
All right.
There we go. Who'd have thought that Mo would be a welcome replacement? Yes, Mo.
You're right, Ian, how are you?
All right, Mo.
I'm good.
Didn't ask.
Cheers.
Literally didn't ask.
All right. When I'm used, I'm useless. Once offered, soon. You're making me laugh. Stop it.
What the hell am I doing?
Because the way you said I didn't ask was funny. You're so ballsy. Anyway. When I'm
ballsy?
used,
Did you say I'm ballsy?
Yeah, because you just said that to me.
Well, I didn't ask. I don't care how you are. It's not ballsy. That's
kind of rude.
It's rude.
I wouldn't take that if I were you, Mo, but you seem to love it.
It was quite rude, but anyway. When I'm used... Just give me 1 minute, I beg you, Ian. When I'm used... When I'm used, I'm useless.
What? When you're used, you're useless. Why can't anyone speak tonight?
When I'm used, I'm useless. Once offered, soon rejected. In desperation, oft express the intended, not protected. Who am I?
You're Mo, the idiot that keeps calling in and getting on my nerves.
No, when I'm used, I'm useless. Once offered, soon rejected. In desperation, oft express the intended, not protected. What am I?
Poor alibi or excuse.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I really I've got to say, guys, it feels like the quality of phone calls really has dipped significantly in the last 15 months of us being on this radio station. I mean, I know we get more calls than anyone else, but I kind of like some of them to be quite good. I don't know if that's possible.
That was a good one.
Okay, Mo, thanks for your call.
All right. Bye.
What the hell is going on with people? Did they legalise weed today? My God. 03444 99 1000 is the telephone number. I may have to do some of the show on the floor because my back, where I did, I hurt my back a couple of weeks ago because I broke the Twitch record for dabbing. I did 410 dabs in a very, very quick pace of time. By the way, the switchboard's empty, guys. If you want to call, now is the time to do it. We've got a guest at 12, so get your calls in before then if you can. And I kind of fixed my... We've got a text from Rob. I had chicken pie. I don't care. I do not care
chicken pie.
What you had for your tea. Honestly, I don't care. It's not a phone-in. We're not doing it as a phone-in or a text-in. So just don't even bother, okay? You've got something interesting to phone in. We've had an interesting debate about whether milkshaking is an acceptable form of protest. Is it the same as egging? Is it worse? It was an interesting debate. You've got idiots texting me telling me they had chicken pie for their tea. Chicken pie, though. I don't really like chicken pie.
Oh, I do.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call about anything other than what is your tea. But yes, I did 410 dabs in about 4 or 5 minutes. It was fast, man. But I really knackered my back. And then I did some stretching. I did some Alexander technique. Yes, right. I know the Alexander technique, all right? And I sort of fixed it a bit. And then I think it was the drive up to Manchester. And I don't know about you, but the bed I slept in that Airbnb wasn't very comfortable. It's too soft.
Was it?
Mine was too soft.
Oh, I slept like a baby. I
Wow.
had no idea what it felt like.
Okay, well, mine was too soft. And then driving back for 4 hours. So I got home last night and back was in agony. It was in absolute agony. And I got up today and I did a few stretches. I was watching Four in a Bed, doing the Alexander technique. But it's flipping killing me, man. It's killing me.
That's terrible.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I might have to do some of the show lying on the floor.
Do you want me to stamp on you?
It's not stamping. No, it's not. But no, why would I want you to stamp on me?
That's what they do, isn't it?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I'll happily stamp on you.
I know you will, but that's not what we want. Catherine, what have you got to contribute? Oh, by the way,
What?
8 years of me not watching Game of Thrones has paid off. Has paid off, you suckers. I told you the ending would be crap. I told you. Oh no, it'd be really good. It was, the ending was, have you seen it, Kath?
Yeah.
The ending to Game of Thrones, Roger had a chicken and mushroom pie and a fish cake.
Ugh, dirty.
Someone's just getting what they can out of the freezer. I told you, the ending of Game of Thrones was always going to be rubbish. And I've not seen any of it, don't know. And oh, you should watch it, it's really good. No, like 6-7 years ago. Oh, you should watch it, it's great. No. Why not? Because the ending will be rubbish. Oh, yeah, that's years away. Well, we're there now. We're there. The ending is rubbish. And I took great delight in going online on Twitter and looking at everyone going, yeah, but this wasn't answered. So she was doing that for no reason. Well, why didn't he use his special powers?
A lot of it was for no reason.
What's all that? Guys, have you not learnt? I learnt from Lost. I learnt from Fringe. I learnt from Battlestar Galactica. I even learnt, controversially, from Breaking Bad. These things never end well. They never tie up all of the loose ends, and the tie-ups they do are cheats. Cheats. Oh, whoever this is, if your phone number ends in 0088, you're blocked. Hi, Ian and Kath. Great topics tonight. I had a small value pizza with added cheese. Blocked.
Oh, a cheapsa.
Blocked. So ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, but the journey was great. No, it wasn't. The journey was soulless and empty.
It's good.
And futile.
It was good. I'm not sorry about it, but I did think,
ending was
guys,
rubbish.
where's the rest of my programme, please?
Shall I tell you what it is? And Lost fans will get this. It's exactly the same as who was firing at Sawyer in that boat. Oh, well, we leave that to your imagination. No, you won't leave it to my imagination! You will answer and tie it up within the time frame! And it didn't happen for Game of Thrones. So, serves you right. Serves you right. Oh, this is such a great groundbreaking television program. It's really, it's really, you know, it's redefining the genre of television. It's so much more than just fantasy. It's an allegory for...
There's boobs in it.
Modern life. And there's boobs in it. Nah, that's rubbish, mate. You all got sold a pup. The show that you thought was going to end great. They can't. They can't end well. Unless it's like one series that's self-contained, they can't end well. Because even if it's two series, right, if it's successful, halfway through series 2, the execs will say, we want 2 more seasons of this. So then, if there was an ending planned in the last 8 episodes, they've then got to fill and then stretch for another 24 episodes. But if it's like a 12-episode season, 20-episode season as you hit in the States, and that's all it is, one self-contained season, you're sorted. You're sorted. That Frank Marco, what's his name? James Franco.
Yep.
James Franco thing where he had to save Kennedy, go back in time and save Kennedy. It was great. 8 episodes. Self-contained storyline. So, in your face.
Yeah. Homeland, the first one, was great. They should have left it there. Homeland.
Oh, exactly.
Top of the lake, perfect.
Yep.
Leave it there.
Yeah,
but they have to carry on.
They have to carry on. They screwed it up, guys. They screwed it up. And you screwed up 8 years of your life watching that crap. Shame on you. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative with Ian and Kath on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Every man has his techniques, and they're all different.
They said you're not normal, why don't you sing R&B? I good when I go on stage, strumming my guitar. I like to sing my songs about real life things like good times and romance. And I prefer to do it in my skinny jeans and minuscule hot pants.
Every man has his technique.
Cause this baby got no back.
And they're all different.
Yeah, I can wind down low, be like the girls in the videos. But for me that's much too slow because I prefer rock and roll. I say yeah, I can wind down low, dance like the girls in the videos. But for me that's a no-no cause I prefer rock and roll, rock and roll, rock, rock. Why can't people just let me be? I'm only putting out what comes best to me. Some people get their kicks with other things, but I get mine with wood and string. Yeah, I can wind down low, be like the girls in the videos. But for me that's much too slow because I prefer rock and roll. I say yeah, I can wind down low, dance like the girls in the videos. But for me that's a no-no cause I prefer rock and roll. Yeah, I can wind down low, be like the girls in the videos. But for me that's much too slow because I prefer rock and roll. Say yeah, I can wind down low, dance like the girls in the videos. But for me that's a no-no cause I prefer rock and roll.
What a song! Remi Nicole will be on in an hour, and I'm kind of thrilled. I'm more than kind of thrilled. I'm thrilled. Late Night Alternative, Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle, every weeknight from 10 o'clock on Talk Radio, for now at least, 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. It's a show where we talk about stuff, and you call in about absolutely anything you want. I mean, some of the things that we've spoken about that you might want to talk about, Bad Backs, a movie called Thunder Road, and milkshaking. I can't get excited by milkshaking, and I see lots of people I respect and admire getting excited about milkshaking. I think it's funny. But that's just a reaction that was deep within me. I cannot control that. That is there. But I do kind of think that it's, you know, it's low-level assault. It's a low-level assault. And I just can't quite get my head around why that's necessarily a good thing. We talked about that. But you can call in about anything you want. 0344 499 1000. We did get to see a little bit. We stayed in a very, very basic Airbnb. And the Airbnb is now asking me to write a review of the place. And I don't really want to get involved because it would be a fair review. I do fair reviews. And I wish someone had done a fair review of this place before I booked it, because it was all like 5 stars and...
Was it?
Yeah,
Gosh.
Yeah, of course it was.
Because we've stayed in some really nice ones.
Yeah.
We've stayed in a really dodgy one.
Yeah.
We didn't stay in it very long, actually.
This was all right. It was all right, but it was not great. It was not a very, very basic. There's no DVD player.
No, and you couldn't shut the blinds.
Couldn't shut the blinds. It was, so at this point, so I don't really want to get involved in the reviewing thing. I don't want to get involved.
You could couch it in sort of...
no, I could be honest.
But in estate agent terms, like, you know, nice basic...
Well, but you have to give stars as well as write words. Okay. Hey, that scumbag on eBay that sold me a faulty Sega Saturn games console, right? He sold it to me. It didn't work. And I messaged him, said it didn't work. He said, right, if you open it up, a clip might have come loose. I'd already opened it up and found the clip had come loose. Stay there, Bruce. Come to you in a second. 0344 499 1000. We call you back. So I opened it up again and I said, no, mate, it doesn't work. He said, well, okay, we'll send it back. I'll fix it and give you a new one. Fix it or give you a new one. I said, I'd really like a refund, please. No, it's all right. I can fix it. And if I can't fix it, I've got another one you can have. Exactly. I went, yeah, I'd really like a refund. And then he replied, dude, please, I need this sale. I've been scammed a couple of times recently. And I ignored that and just replied, can you let me know how I get a refund, please? So then I filled in the refund thing, and then a couple of days later, he still hadn't sent me the postage label, so I asked for that, and he sent me that, and I took it off a week ago. Last Monday, I took it to the post office, and I had tracking on it, and I saw that they attempted to deliver it to him on Wednesday, and as of today, it's still at the post office. I have received no refund, and he's not replied to 5 emails, and he's deleted his account is still online on eBay, but he's deleted everything that he was previously selling. And I think, you scumbag. I'll get the money back, and I think tomorrow eBay will step in and will give me the money back. But I just think, what an a-hole. Don't give me don't dude me. You've been scammed. All right, well, now I'm being scammed. I've spent 124 quid on something it didn't work. You wasted my time. It was a faff having to take it to the post office. It's up yours. In fair play, I haven't had a bad experience on eBay for a long, long time. So, but we did get to see, we were in Manchester Saturday, we were working a little bit, but we did get to see the scoring. And that's all I wanted to see, the scoring of the Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah. The scoring system that makes no sense whatsoever, because for ages, North Macedonia and Sweden were like first, second, kept swapping around, first, second. And so the voting goes on for like 40 minutes, first, second. And then then they go, all right, fine, well, that's the judges, now we do the public votes. And so everyone gets a vote again. And the public votes is what swung it. So Sweden ended up like 20th.
Yeah.
In the end.
Why not just drop the judges' vote?
Well, just drop them. But we came last. I've still not even heard our song.
No, I haven't either.
And then I saw some really dull thread online about, well, I've analysed the last 20 winners, and they're all in A minor, and our song was in C minor. And
I've analysed it. They just don't like us. They're never going to vote for us, even if we put flipping Elton John in there.
Britain's Eurovision Song Contest entrant Michael Rice has blamed Brexit after finishing bottom in Saturday night's extravaganza. Has he now? Has he? He's blamed Brexit. Has he? Was it Brexit? Sure, it wasn't the fact that you had a crap song? I don't know. I've not heard the song, so I don't know. 0344 499 1000. Michael, 21, failed to impress other countries' panels and public voters with his ballad Bigger Than Us. But he claims it's now impossible for the UK to win Eurovision because of political bias, and says even superstar singers like Elton John and Gary Barlow would have finished last. The Netherlands' Duncan Lawrence, that winning song was pony as well, wasn't it? He sang it at the end and it was a bit...
Yeah, but the Netherlands haven't annoyed anyone lately, have they?
I think it's down to the song. Obviously, like one of the Russian states did really well because they were stroking off Putin. That's, it goes without saying. The Netherlands' Duncan Lawrence was crowned winner with his powerful anthem Arcade, scoring 492 points. Michael, below, of Hartlepool, came 26th out of 26 countries with just 13 points from the jury vote and 3 from the public. After the show in Tel Aviv, Israel, he told The Sun, there's no one's going to come in this position because of Brexit. If it was Gary Barlow or Elton John, they probably would have come last too. The Altogether Now BBC talent show winner added, I still had so much fun. I've not once doubted my talent or my singing.
Well, it sounds like Babcock.
Yep. The UK last won 22 years ago with Katrina and the Waves and has failed to come higher than 15th in the past 8 years. There are now viewers' calls to boycott next year. Well, here's the thing. I think it's a con. I think it's a scam. I think it's a fix that the BBC choose. Certainly, I don't know. I know some years they've just chosen the song outright. I'm guessing Altogether Now there was probably a vote, but they choose the songs that go in for the vote. What the hell does the thing about the BBC, right, is it's when BBC light entertainment, light entertainment, it's bland. There's no balls. I was going to say Channel 4. Channel 4 is quite bland. But there's no balls to it. The BBC hasn't got any spunk. Well, I mean, that's been part of the problem in the years. It's had too much spunk. But it hasn't got any balls. They shouldn't be choosing who does the Eurovision.
No. Surely you get a panel of actual songwriters to choose it.
Well,
wouldn't that be good? We've got some of the finest musical brains in the country.
Do you remember there was a series when Pete Waterman chose the song, and he chose an awful song about 5-6 years ago. Pete Waterman chose a terrible song. The best entry we've had was that rapper with the sexy... the
Love City Groove?
No, the St. Trinian sings.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? That was a great song.
Yeah. Although, problematic these days.
Problematic these days. Daz Sampson, that was it. Yes, thank you. Daz Sampson. That was, I think he does breakfast now on BBC WM. But that was the last good song we had in Eurovision. Nothing since. Gemini came out and sang Flat.
Yeah. I quite liked Frances Raffel one years ago. And she's a proper singer. And it was a little bit different. It was a bit kind of, like Shakespeare's Sister style, dark. But, you know, I don't think we've got a chance anyway. Whatever we send in there.
Ollie says the judges' votes are only a recent addition to make the results less political.
Oh, I thought that...
Well, hang on a minute. So when
it was always the judges.
When it used to go to, right, we're going to go to Oslo now and we're going to get the results, was that people phoning in to vote then? Or was it a panel of officials?
Ooh.
I don't know. Ollie, please, we need further informazione from you, Ollie, please. Otherwise, we're going to just label you as a liar. Bruce, stay there. We're going to come to you in a second. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Bruce. Good evening, Bruce.
Oh, hello, mate. How are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you, Bruce. Apart from the agonising pain in my back, apart from that, I'm great. What have you got for us?
Yeah, well, backache is nasty, isn't it?
It's the worst thing any human being could suffer, and I'm suffering it very, very bravely.
Yeah, you want to rub some deep heat in that?
I want you to rub some deep heat into that, my friend.
Well, pop in, I will do.
Thank you very much indeed.
That's not why I was calling.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not. I want to ask people to please.
What they're having for their tea? No, don't.
No, stop wasting milkshakes on fascists.
Well, okay, let's just be good. Here's the thing.
If you want to throw something at racist people,
all right, or any politician, yes. What would you like to throw?
Well, something like natural yogurt or cottage cheese.
Oh, come on, man. Cottage cheese is not bland. Cottage cheese, and I was reminded of cottage cheese the other day. I haven't had cottage cheese for years.
Cheese from a cottage.
Cottage cheese in a jacket potato that's also got butter in, so that negates the good effect of the cottage cheese. That's beautiful,
always
man.
Always got to be cheddar. Always got to be cheddar on a jacket.
Here's the thing, you have one with cheddar, you have one with cottage cheese, mate. You get the best of both worlds.
Oh, nah.
Yes.
No, cottage cheese is only useful for throwing at racists.
Yes! Well, they have here's the thing. Milkshakes are handy, you can buy them anywhere, and they make a mess. Cottage cheese does not really make much of a mess.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste as nice, does it? I mean,
Okay, Bruce.
Just love a milkshake.
Okay, Bruce, well, you can go and buy... Listen, them throwing milkshakes isn't stopping you having a milkshake. It's not like you go into Five Guys where they put bacon in the milkshakes. What is that about? Although I'm tempted. It's not like you go into Five Guys or Shake Shack and go, can we have a milkshake? Sorry, we've got none left. We had some politicians canvassing in the town earlier on, so we're out. You can still get milkshakes, Bruce, so don't worry about it. Let's go to Tom. Good evening, Tom.
Evening, Ian.
Evening, Tom. What you got for us?
I heard you mention Thunder Road at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yes. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
And I'm going to disappoint you because I was going to talk about the Bruce Springsteen song of the same name.
Okay. I mean, we was talking specifically about the film, which is named after the Bruce Springsteen song, but okay, let's go down that tangent.
And Bruce Springsteen named his song after the original 50s film, I believe.
Right.
Called Thunder Road.
So hang on. So there's now a film named after a song that was named after a film.
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to ask, what is the best either song or film that shares its title with a song or film?
A Hard Day's Night.
Vice versa. Yeah, I was thinking Hard Day's Night. As in the song or the film, because I don't like the film, but the song
I don't
is
like the
great.
film. I prefer the song, A Hard Day's Night, but I prefer the film, Help. Even though Help doesn't stand up, it's a little bit racist,
Yeah.
It's culturally inappropriate, and it's not. But I prefer. Did you know? Here's something I learned from listening to Nothing Is Real, this Beatles podcast, right?
Yeah.
That the song "Help" was the first song that John Lennon wrote under the influence of LSD. It's a very unpsychedelic, very, very unpsychedelic song, but help.
Yeah.
That's a very acid kind of thing. Help.
But then, I suppose. But then some people talk about self-realization due to LSD, and that's him crying out for help, isn't it? That's what he always says about that one.
Yeah.
It was the first one where he was really
expressing himself. It wasn't about I love you, she loves me. It was about him saying, help. I'm struggling here, man. I'm drowning, which is often the thing one discovers after taking acid. You kind of think, what's the point of all of this? But it wasn't strawberry fields or pepper. It was that silly little throwaway thing.
Yeah. So
other films named after songs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask which is better, the song or the film Blue Velvet.
Oh, the film.
Yeah, the David Lynch. It's amazing.
Terrible song, I think. But Have you seen Blue Velvet, Catherine?
No.
Have you not?
Very good film.
Oh, boily!
Very good.
It's very, very good, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it's very watchable. Very, very watchable.
Oh, it just flopped everywhere. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
That was actual, that was Grolly that came out.
Lukey.
I just did, they didn't go in the drink, it went over, I was watching it. I just did the, Dennis Hopper, breathing in the mask, and I breathed out.
Yeah,
Greenie actually came out and almost hit Kath.
That's a very
I'm so
menacing
sorry.
scene.
I'm so embarrassed. I feel so embarrassed. It's like when I was 16 and I was working at B-Jams and there was a lad, I can't remember his name, but I laughed at something he said and a massive greenie came up and went on his brand new coat.
Oh my God.
And it stained it forever, and I felt so embarrassed. And he was like, oh, it's all right, but it ruined his coat.
I once laughed so much I threw up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
What was the joke?
I can't remember.
Gosh. Okay.
Lost control.
Were you drunk?
No.
Okay. All right.
Just really tickled.
Have you never seen Blue Velvet, though, Catherine?
Nope.
I wonder if let's have a look. Blue Velvet. It's David Lynch.
Yeah.
It is. You can rent it on Amazon Prime for £2.49. Come round and we'll watch it.
All right.
Come round and we will watch it, because that is one messed up movie.
Yeah, very strange.
I wonder what other songs named after.
Well, there's Breakfast at Tiffany's, obviously.
Oh God, terrible.
Oh, but that
song.
wasn't named after. The film wasn't named after a song. It was the other way around.
No,
which is
that bloody song. God, I hate it.
But I don't think I've seen the film, and I don't think I'd like it. It looks boring.
It's not boring. It's beautiful, but there's a big bit in the middle with Mickey Rooney's got no place in that.
Oh,
film.
he's a
he
Chinese
pretends
man.
to be Japanese, yeah. And it's just awful.
Yeah, but dated well.
But George Peppard as a young man.
Good.
Yes, it
is.
is.
As an English literature student, again, being quite boring.
And when you say good, what you mean is thin.
Yeah, exactly. As all Truman Capote is on like it.
You are Blue Velvet. I can't remember much about Blue Velvet, apart from I remember Carl McLaughlin hiding in a wardrobe, and I remember the song The Candyman, and I remember Dennis Hopper breathing into a face mask. That's all I can remember.
And there's it's In Dreams, isn't it, by Roy Orbison?
Yep.
The candy-coloured clown.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
And then the only other one that I've got as well, which is a Roy Orbison song as well, is obvious. Well, if you can guess.
Pretty Woman!
Yeah,
great song, great movie.
There we go. We've cracked it. There's a great song and a great film that have the same title.
We got there in the end, Tom. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that a lot. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Ray. Good evening, Ray.
Good evening. Good evening, number 1 and number 7.
Why did you have to do that? That was mean. That was mean-spirited.
Because he knows.
Mean-spirited. You've got. What number are you, Ray?
I haven't actually. I wasn't able to get a card.
Right. Everyone was able. They were freely available. Number 1 and numbers. He had to do that. To come straight in.
Don't worry about it, number 7.
Stop it! See what you've done, Ray? You have whetted her whistle.
Oh, it was already
007 is a good number.
Right. I'm out of this phone call. You speak to number one. I'm doing it now. You speak to Catherine.
No, actually, you can speak to my minion. I'm too important.
Unbelievable. Yes, Raymondo, what can we do for you on this fine, I don't know what day of the week it is. Monday. It's only Monday?
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
That's weird, actually. Just you've made me think of that. A friend texted me earlier asking if I wanted to go out tomorrow, and mentioned a local pub to me, and I said, "Oh, I don't know if that pub's going to be okay on a Friday."
Oh, really?
And I suddenly then later on thought, it's only Monday.
What? There's a lot of it going around. There's a lot of it going around. Forgetting the days. I mean, the days are slightly confused for us because
we worked all the way
bank holiday
through.
last week. We worked at the weekend. Am I right? Is it a bank holiday next Monday as well?
Yes, end of the month.
Oh my.
Flipping heck, man. No wonder this country's going to the dogs. No one's working. Everybody's we'll be working, by the way. We'll be here or there, but nobody's working. Outrageous behaviour.
Also, to cheer myself up, I've just booked tickets for Bath. They're selling quick. I think there's nearly 30 gone already.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, flipping it. It only holds 90, so...
We're big in Bath, what can we say?
I love that. Have you been to that one before, Ray?
I've been twice, yeah.
To Bath?
Yeah, twice to Bath, yeah.
It's a great venue, and we appreciate the support, but it's a great venue, the Rondo Theatre. It's like a proper little theatre. The staff there are incredible. It's one of our favourite places to go to. We seem to have an audience there. I don't quite know why, but we seem to have an audience, and we will keep going back there. So, yeah, we will be there in September. Oh, well, thank you for getting it in advance, Ray, because it helps us quite a lot. So thank you for that.
No problem at all. Just in relation to Farage and the others, because he's the third to get milkshakes, isn't he?
Yeah. We just have to, just because there's an election going on, we just have to be careful about naming people. So if we could speak a little bit more vaguely and less specific about names and stuff, otherwise it just gets messy and, Ofcom and Purda and all of that stuff.
I'm really surprised anyone got within about 100 feet of this person. Because obviously, in one of these sort of, it was a few days ago, one of the other candidates was out on a walkabout. The local police closed. No, they went into McDonald's and said, "You're not allowed to sell milkshakes," which I thought was a little bit strange.
And then Burger King was selling We Can.
Yeah, but it is. You're right. It is. Everyone that I have seen being attacked in the last couple of weeks, they've had big old security.
Yeah.
Proper like old school bouncers striding either side of them.
Really big lumps, yeah. So I think, and you could see a certain person today. He was not happy.
Do you think? Because I think in the great schemes of things, it's not the worst thing that could happen. It's not an assault that's going to hurt anything apart from egos and clothing. But I still can't quite. There's something old-fashioned in me that still thinks it's, that there better forms of protest. There was a clip going around the other week of someone leafleting, and there was someone with a megaphone was just shouting. That, to me, I thought was more imaginative.
Yeah.
And took more balls, because it looked very intimidating.
That person didn't know what to do.
No, exactly. What do you think, Ray, about the old milkshaking?
I see, personally, I think it's wrong. Simply because, A, it is an assault, and B, it just fuels, it sort of gives them more, it certainly gives them more press coverage.
Yeah.
People do then jump on the bandwagon and think, oh, I'm now going to go with that person. I think it's like the Trump thing in the States. I think it makes them more popular in a weird sort of way.
Yeah. It's not that weird, I get it.
I think there's better ways of going about it. I mean, the guy with the loud hailer was hilarious.
That was funny, man. And
he just didn't know what to do. And in the end, he sort of stood his ground initially because he thought, I'm not going to walk away because then I look weak. But he really, really didn't know what to do. And that was much more uncomfortable than just someone running up and chucking a shake at some. Because, I just don't think it adds in a positive way. I just think it gives them more airtime. I'm surprised one of the I know you're not allowed to talk. There's one particular candidate I can't even believe he's still running and not been taken down. But that's another story. But it's a strange one.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised how many people on Twitter are sort of giving it the thumbs up and saying this is great. Because if it was another sort of person on the other side,
Yeah.
they'd all be going, "Oh, how dare they? How dare they do that? That's wrong." So, it doesn't sort of. It's not right with me. It doesn't stand right.
I know
with
what
me.
you mean, Ray. Thank you for that, and thank you for understanding why we have to tread a little bit delicately. Hey, come Thursday night, I think 10 o'clock it's come Thursday night. We can name and shame. We can talk freely about everybody, but we just have to tread carefully this week, So thank you for that, Ray, and we will see you in Bath. Wow, third of the tickets gone for Bath already. Hardly any gone for Belfast. We will let you know. Listen, if you're thinking of coming to Belfast, this is the week to buy them, because we're going to make a decision on Friday. If you buy them and we don't do the show, everyone gets a refund, so no one's out of pocket. Okay, we probably will be a little bit out of pocket, but that's fine. That's our problem. But if you're thinking of coming to Belfast in, I think it's early July, buy the tickets this week, because we will look at the numbers this week and then go yes or no. All right? IainLee.com/event for all of our shows. IainLee.com/event. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Ian and Kath on Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
What you got, Boyley?
All right, I've got this.
Go on.
Shop owner disgusted. Spoken of shock and disgust after a nicely dressed couple came into a shop and allegedly left a nasty surprise in the fitting room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maxine Lawrence, who's the owner of Samarkand in Minehead, Somerset.
Of what?
Samarkand. I think it looks like a sort of new agey type thing.
Oh, okay.
Ethnic and streetwear, aromatherapy and mythical gift collection.
Mythical gift collection. Well, I never. How marvellous. So runes, I Ching,
I'd imagine
tarot.
you could get it all there, yes.
Okay.
She found faeces in the changing room, which she described looking like an explosion after the couple's visit on Thursday afternoon. Photo shared.
Can you read it like tea leaves? Can you? I don't know if that's possible. There's probably something in that.
Maxine said she couldn't believe it and had to close the shop because of the smell, which she says will cost her about £1,000 in losses. She says she had to pick up the mess herself wearing gloves and is getting a specialist cleaning company in to sort out the rest.
Well, what?
Yeah.
No, just you got just the scrub.
Maxine Lawrence from Somerset told the Mirror Online the woman spotted a dress she liked and went into the changing rooms to try it on. When I took the dress back, I thought, there's S on this.
Oh, God.
Then when I checked the dressing room, it was just an explosion. Like, just S all over the floor.
Yes.
It was diarrhea. My insurance company says they've never had a claim like it.
No.
Maxine said the couple appeared to be between the age of 30 and 40. She said the woman...
So sort of in their 30s?
Yes.
Okay.
They were either 30,
Yeah.
31,
Yeah.
32, 33,
Okay.
34,
Yep.
35, 36,
Yep.
37,
Yep.
38,
Yep.
or 39.
Or 40.
Well, between 30 and 40, I wouldn't count 40, would you?
Well, I would count...
There might have been a young-looking 40.
I would count between 30 and 40. No, you're right. 31 to 39.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So they were either 31.
Yeah. No.
She said after the woman tried some clothes on, they walked
Thank
out
you.
of the fitting room and handed the clothes back to her. Then the couple walked out of the shop without saying anything, Maxine claims. After they left, Maxine says she unravelled the dress and discovered the nasty surprise. I couldn't believe it, she
Did
said.
the lady wipe her bum on the dress? Is there photographic evidence?
There isn't of the dress, no. I couldn't believe it, she said. A customer tried to come in after, and I said, you can't come in. The customer could smell it.
Oh.
The whole shop smells so bad, I can't open it.
Someone open the windows, please.
I can't open the shop until the specialist cleaning company's been in and decided whether the carpet needs changing.
Needs a deep clean.
It's going to be a huge... I'm going to be down a huge amount of money thanks to them. It will cost me about £1,000. I had to pick poo off the floor with gloves.
Well, honestly, I've picked it off the floor just with my bare hands and then made breakfast. So
Yeah, your child's poo, but not a stranger's poo.
Poo's a
Strangers?
poo.
No.
Poo's a poo.
This one doesn't sound like it was particularly solid. Maxine thinks the woman may have been unwell. You think?
In
It says
the head and in the bum.
they should have been honest and explained there'd been an accident. If they'd had an accident, it would have been different. But to leave it is disgraceful. The worst thing is, they didn't even buy the dress. They pegged it. Maxine says she's reported the incident to police. Flipping heck. You don't expect that on a work day, do you?
Yeah, that is wowzers. That's outrageous behaviour. Dirty, dirty dogs.
Yeah. Although I did tell you about when my youngest and my dad were the Wet Bandits.
Oh, yeah, go on.
They went to a local bookshop.
Yeah.
That had a children's play area, like a reading area.
Yep.
With sort of soft seats to sit on. And my youngest was about 3, maybe 2. Wet herself.
Yep, it happens. It happens. Nothing to be ashamed of. These things happen.
My dad bravely got hold of my little girl's hand.
Yeah.
Marched her out the shop. Well, squelched her out the shop.
Oh.
Apparently his shoes were squelching.
No.
Yeah, didn't let on to it. I said, why didn't you tell anyone? He went, I just panicked. We just legged it. So we told my youngest that a picture is behind the counter in that shop now, and they're looking for the Wet Bandits still.
My youngest was sick in a swimming pool once.
Oh yeah. Did you have to be cleared out?
No. I just waved it around a bit until it kind of melted into the. There's so much chlorine in there that it's going to be fine.
Well, my youngest yacked in the swimming pool there to evacuate it.
Well,
yeah, she did a big thorough job.
Now I didn't see Madonna at the Eurovision pop contest, song contest thing, so I don't know if she was any good. Apparently not.
Apparently not.
We should have a listen, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's be fair.
Before we call her out.
I know she's wearing an eye patch. Don't know whether she'd had been poked in the eye or something.
Doctor Hook tribute, isn't it? Madonna Eurovision. Okay. Here we go. Let's have a listen to this. Oh, it's not this. This is an advert. We don't want this advert. By the way, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. 0344 499 1000. Here we go, Madonna. Here we go.
She's a worldwide icon, a living legend.
The Queen herself.
A lot of monks.
Yeah.
On some stairs.
She's partial, isn't she? To some Catholic iconography.
That sounds all right.
I think she sounds fine.
But that's all right. I thought it was going to be awful.
She sounds good.
I thought it was going to be awful.
I can feel your power, just like a friend. You know I'll take you there. I hear your voice. It's like an angel sighing. I have no choice. I hear your voice. Feels like flying. I close my eyes.
Does she start jigging about a bit? Because I don't know if it goes then. All right.
It was quite good, I thought.
Why was everyone going for her then? Madonna puts on a flamboyant display to prove Eurovision hopefuls aren't a patch on her. Singer 60 wore an eye patch, plate armour and fishnet stockings as alter ego Madame X. Oh, okay, right, she's an alter ego now, right. Who was it? Who was the big country and western singer that was like the biggest thing in the world, and then he did like a concept album as an alter ego? Was it Garth Brooks? Or was it Billy Ray Cyrus?
Really?
One of them. Was it Billy Ray Cyrus? Billy Ray Cyrus, I think. The hugest thing in music, right? Forget country music. The hugest thing. And then he's like, yeah, okay, I'm untouchable. So he did a concept album, but as a character.
Wow, like Hannah Montana.
Yeah. And it killed, nobody bought it. It died a death, right? He was like, oh, shit, right, I'll go back to being Billy Ray Cyrus. And by that point, no one was interested in him anymore.
Yowza.
Yowza. She performed 80s hit Like a Prayer and New Track Future during the contest in Tel Aviv, Israel. At one point, the pop icon put on a show of unity as two backing dancers, one with an Israeli flag on their back and another displaying a Palestinian flag, linked arms.
Apparently it gets really bad with the second song.
Well, I thought the second song was miming. I'd heard. All right. She's miming that one. It's all auto-tuned. Well, it's a crap song, but it's Madonna. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okay, now it gets controversial. Because Nick and Matt and Gareth and Lulu and various other people go, no, that's not the Madonna that went out.
Oh dear.
That's been fixed. The audio has been fixed on that. And I've been sent, a few people have sent me this. This is what actually went out. Okay, well, let's listen. This is what went out on the night. If that's true, that's very, very naughty. Very naughty. As we jump forward a bit. Yeah. Sounds all right, doesn't it? It's a little bit off, but
maybe it gets worse.
That sounds all right. Did someone send me another one? Let's try this one. Here we go. Oh. Okay, right. Well, that's not quite so good. Okay, fine. Well, what kind of question is this? I don't even believe you're a real person. Let me just check. No, thought not. Join. Yeah, right. Okay, right. Do you know what? Dude? When someone who's just set up a Twitter account tweets me saying, I just bought a record player. Any recommendations on what records to get? You know what? Blocked. I just got a vibe there. You're blocked. Let's go to Jerry. Good evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry.
Not too good.
You're not too good?
No,
because you got pissed when you came and saw the show on Sunday, mate. That's why.
Just spent an hour on the floor. I missed the first hour of the show.
It's not very good tonight. We've lost our way.
What's happened?
You should become a politician, Jerry. You love milkshakes.
I don't love your milkshake now.
Yeah, well, they become a politician. You get free ones.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Yeah, well, just, hang on a minute. Yeah, so the show, you've not really missed, I don't know, the show feels, I don't know, a little directionless at the moment, Jerry. Something needs to shift for it to retain and return to the greatness that we know lies just beneath the surface.
I used to be counsellor for you, Kev. Yes.
All right, well, let's stop talking about politics now.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, what you got?
That's what I say. Tell me, them two ambulance men, people, a lot of bloody son you like to come again to. They say, I've heard that they just, because you really like them, want to come again.
Say that again. So the St John's ambulance people that brought you to the show...
Really enjoyed the show.
Did they? Yeah. Well, for those that know, Jerry, we're having trouble getting Jerry out of his care home, so we somehow managed to get the St John's ambulance to come and pick him up.
There's no milkshake. Okay, thank you. Go there, yes, please. Yes.
Okay, that's all right. This is another what are you having for your tea phone in.
He's getting room service.
Unbelievable. But so the St John's Ambulance people enjoyed it, did they?
They loved it.
Well, good. Then that's what we need. We need as many people liking our stuff as we can possibly get.
They were very nice people. We trust me really well.
They were very nice people.
I was for an hour and 40 minutes and they looked after me.
Yeah, well, it was nice to have you there, man. Everyone was pleased to see you.
I was just trying to.
All right.
I can't think of anything else to say because I've been on the floor asleep for an hour.
All right.
Oh, blimey.
Well.
And he said he couldn't wake me. He left me on the floor for an hour, couldn't wake me. Unbelievable.
Outrageous, man. They treat you terrible. When are you moving?
Tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen because we're waiting for things. We're waiting for. I don't know this. I can't say. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, don't get in trouble. Don't say anything that's going to get you in trouble. All right.
Just say things have got to happen. The jigsaw's got to fit into place.
Yes.
We're waiting a few missing pieces.
Okay. All right, Jerry. Listen.
Thank you very much for letting me come last night.
Oh, it's a pleasure, man.
It's nice to see you.
It was nice to have you there. It was not letting you come. It was working out the logistics, but it all fell into place.
Everyone sees that's my day in 2 hours. Just 1 hour I'm all right. Next hour I'm stuck. That's my day. That's my day.
All right, Jerry. Listen, we'll speak to you later on, man. Up your bum.
Up your bum.
Up your bum. I think you'll find, young man.
They were great, the St John Ambulance people. They were just wonderful.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they?
They were really
nice.
caring. They had the picture taken with Jerry. It felt like there was kindness there, and they went above and beyond.
Yeah,
Good job.
there was a bloke and a woman, and the bloke treated Dom's girlfriend, one of the audience.
Yeah,
she'd hurt herself or something, so he went and patched her up. Josh
and Carol, that's what their names were.
Josh and Carol. Well, thank you, Josh and Carol. It was very, very nice to meet you. You've done good work. We were pleased to have you there, and that's life. That is life. That is what life is all about. A dentist ordered 500 promotional leaflets for her surgery, but was sent a box of adverts for a porn star.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Rebecca Stevenson, 44, screamed in shock, come on, and had to warn her teenage son to look away. Following the Vistaprint, that's where we got our cards from, mix-up. The mum of two had designed 500 leaflets to inform potential clients about Botox and dermal fillers. What's dermal fillers?
That's the thing that sort of smooths out your wrinkles. That sort of
that she planned to offer in Somerset. But she's a dentist.
How strange.
Does dentists start doing that crap now? Jeez. Instead, she was sent ads for Italian porn star Miss Mina, showing women and couples in various sexual positions. Stunned, Dr. Stevenson said they were offering services for things I'd never heard of. My son was there when I opened the box. I said, don't look, avert your eyes. But Vistaprint was so dismissive. When I asked what I should do with the porn leaflets, they said, bin them. That isn't something I want to put out with my recycling. I'll grow up.
What, you're going to be judged on your rubbish?
I'll grow up. If you listen, also, if there's something that you're worried that someone might see, you wrap it up in a plastic bag and tie it up.
Just leave it in the box.
Grow up. Dr. Stevenson, who runs Rebec's Facial Aesthetics, was later given a full £66 10 refund without any explanation or apology to her or her son, Alexander, 13. I bet Alexander had the time of his life.
I'll take the bins out, Mum.
I'll do the bins, Mum! Vistaprint said it was due to a labelling error, adding, we're deeply sorry for any I mean, in the great scheme, she got her money back.
She's got a nice big plug in the sun.
Nice plug for play. In the great scheme of things. Oh! Here we go. Craig says, did the opener singing lady turn up on Saturday night? Oh! No, she didn't.
Funny you should ask.
Funny you should say. So we had some of you will remember, right, that a singer who worked up sort of where's Manchester? Northwest?
She was working in Blackpool, wasn't she?
Phoned us up one day on the way home from a gig, and we said, oh, do you want to come and open up for us?
Yeah, and she was really touched and excited.
Really? You want me to Yeah, come and do 2 or 3 songs for us. We'll give you a plug. We'll give you a couple of free tickets.
We got talking about song choices and stuff because she was kind of sick of having to sing the crowd pleasers. There were some songs that she never gets to sing that she enjoys singing for herself. So it was like, this was her opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and so she mentioned, we chatted on Facebook. This is a couple of months ago. We chatted on Facebook and stuff. And then and it was kind of all arranged. Said, look, you just turn up, name be on the door, send us the songs that you want. So we've got the files and we'll play them and you get up and sing 2 or 3 songs and we'll have a laugh. And then I'd forgotten about it until sort of Saturday, and I couldn't remember her name, and I couldn't find her comments on Facebook. So we posted online. I don't remember who was supposed to come and open for the show tonight. And then she got in touch on Twitter and went, was it me? And I went, yeah, it was. Right, yeah, I can't make it tonight. I've had a lousy weekend. This was on Saturday afternoon, 6:00. Right, the show starts at 8. 6:30. Show starts at 8. I've had a lousy weekend, so I'm on the booze. I hope you find someone good to replace me.
Soz.
I went, oh, noted. Right, a little bit peeved. That's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We did the show, and the show was great, but a little bit peeved. And I thought, well, she's had a bad weekend, bad Saturday, and let me have a look at her feed. Oh, she's been watching football all afternoon and she's pissed. Right, okay. You know, if that's the case, then just say it.
The thing was as well, it was the mention of the replacement. There wasn't going to be a replacement.
We're not going to get a replacement.
We were doing it to do something nice for her. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed by the sort of. I don't want to speak ill of her. She didn't let us down massively. You know, we went out. We did a first half was about an hour and a half long. We did for the first half, but I just thought it's things like that. And we had a lad in the other week come and sit in on the show because he wants to get into radio and stuff like that. Big fan of the show. I spoke to him briefly. He'd never listened to the show. Is this what the show's normally like then? I thought you were a big fan of it, you know. And it's so incidents like he's never listened before. And then his flatmate phoned up, who I thought was thoroughly rude. Not the gentleman's fault at all, but I just thought he's rude. And so that kind of turned me off him, you know. So things like that. And then things like this singer that make you think, what's the point of offering a helping hand to someone? We're in a very privileged position. We get paid to do what we love doing. You know, this isn't a real job. And I've always wanted to try and help others out a little bit, spread a little bit of the love. But the last 2 times we've done it, with this singer and with that guy last week, you just think, what's the point? What's the point, really, if they're not going to turn up or they're not really going to show much of an interest and they're not really a fan and all of that stuff. Really disappointing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's disappointing.
It's bad because it makes you kind of cynical about the next person that comes along and it's totally not their fault.
Well, I'm probably not going to do it again. Because you think, well, you really going to turn up? You really a fan?
There's a reason why it's largely you and me doing stuff, right? Because we can rely on each other.
Yeah. So, Craig, there's the answer to your question. No, and it was disappointing. Right, we got another hour of this nonsense to go. In the next hour, we got Remi Nicole from Los Angeles, California in America, the United States of America. We'll have a nice chat with her. 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You give us a call, you speak to James, he'll take your name and number and give you a call back. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Playing in the park, staying out till dark. He's chasing me chasing dreams was everything. Sound on the walls, power shows, cars, and paper planes flew us away behind the bins. Back when I thought nothing ever could hurt me, and heartbreak was temporary. Playing in the park, staying out till dark. He's chasing me
That'll do, wouldn't it? That's all right, isn't it? I like some of that. I'm thrilled to say we've got Remi Nicole on the line, live from Los Angeles, California. Hey, Remi, how you doing?
How are you? No, joking, I don't have the best.
Oh, hang on. What's going on there? Oh, that's another video of you popping up. I'm good. How are you doing?
Yes, very well, thank you.
Can I ask, now, because did you grow up in Finsbury Park?
Holloway.
Holloway, okay. How the hell have you ended up in Los Angeles, man?
You know, some people do make it out the hood, you know. That's out the ghetto.
And how's it going over there?
It's all right, you know. It's warm, and that's really the main reason I'm here.
Shut up, man. Not just for the warmth, really?
I mean, it started off, I came for my career, for music and stuff, and then, you know, it got really nice, and food was readily available in copious amounts for cheap. And then everything was great. And then it all just went wrong. And now it's more expensive here than London, if you can believe it.
Wow.
I feel rich when I come back to London, actually.
No way. That's in
Waitrose. I feel rich in Waitrose.
Waitrose. Very few people say that about coming to London. London's well expensive.
I know, but here's worse, trust me.
Okay, all right, but we all know the Americans love big portions. I prefer New York over LA. I always feel uncomfortable in LA. But LA's healthier than New York, isn't it? The portions aren't quite as dripping in fat.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. When I first came, I was fed this dream of huge portions.
Yep.
For half the price, but now it's just like minuscule bits of lettuce.
Yeah, you're
for
on
like $50.
You're on the wrong coast. You're getting ripped off. You're getting scammed. Hey, listen, Remi, we love you on our show, and we use.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we do. We think you're brilliant, and we play rock and roll kind of at least 2 or 3 times a week. We use it as one of our unofficial theme tunes, and I know that was. What year was that? Was that like 2009 or something?
Yes, and I want to thank you for that 2 or 3 times a week, because I'm getting like 17 quid in like royalty checks every month, and it really helps with this lettuce that I'm eating out. So thank you.
It's our pleasure to help the struggling, starving artists around the world.
Yeah, it was about 2007, wasn't it?
Right, I don't know. You tell me. You know all this, and I don't know how I came across it, because it was a hit, but it was not the biggest hit, was it? Did it get in the top 40?
Oh, hit me where it hurts.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry.
No, it didn't. I think it went to about 50-something.
No!
It was one of those things, it was like all hype and no trousers.
Because I don't know where I heard it, but I remember seeing the video, and I thought the video was funny, I thought the song was great, and the song's got jokes in it that 12 years later stand the test of time. But was that kind of the end of phase 1 of your music career? Because the stuff you've got out now, the song we played just then, Just Kids, am I right? This is like your first release in about 10 years or something?
Yeah. I did do another album after the rock and roll album, called Cupid Shoot Me, but, you never heard of it, so.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry. I don't.
But you know what? It's all good. I don't make music to, be famous or to everyone in the world to hear it. I make music for myself, and if people hear it from then and love it like you did with rock and roll, then that's just an added bonus, you know?
So, all right. So you went to LA. I'm assuming, and I know you've been doing some acting and stuff. How is some acting? How demeaning. You've been doing some acting, young lady. Well done. You should be very proud of yourself. What kind of stuff have you been doing over there? Has the work been steady?
No, it hasn't been steady because nothing creative is.
Yeah.
But it's been good, because the thing about moving to LA is when I was in London, I was in a particular part of my life where things were a bit crazy, things were a bit messy, and moving to LA just gave me a lot of clarity. I kind of grew up a lot here, and I kind of got to know myself a lot better, and so I'm probably the happiest I've ever been in my life now.
Oh, brilliant.
Because I just concentrate on the things I want to do and things I love for kind of not to try, like I said, not for anything else, but because I want to do them. So some of the stuff I do, you know, I've done a couple of commercials, which were obviously financially great, but not, you know, not like the ideal thing. Like I did a Dunkin' Donuts commercial, don't eat donuts. Some things were like that. But then I'm also like making my own films and doing some other really cool stuff like that and making music again. So that LA gives you the opportunity to do loads of different things, and that's what I like.
But the thing with adverts, listen, we've all done jobs where it's kind of like, you know, you're touching the devil's dick. You do it because it pays really well, but inside, and maybe you weren't doing this at Duncan, but inside you're shriveling up because there is no artistic integrity. You're just doing it because you get a paycheck, which then allows you to actually indulge the more artistic stuff that you want to do because you've got a few quid in the bank.
Yeah, that can happen. I feel really, really blessed as an artist because I've never actually had to, what did you say, touch the devil's dick?
Yeah, I was going to say suck, but I thought that was too much, so I've just gone for touch.
I've not had to do either, so I feel pretty blessed about that. Because, you know, even though I didn't have huge commercial success with the first couple of albums, I did manage to earn enough money to buy a house and make some decent investments that have sustained me now that I can still do creative stuff.
Yeah.
So I know that for me is like success, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of artists have to go and work in, you know, like doing shit jobs they don't want to do.
Yeah.
And I thankfully don't have to do that. So that's why I'm happy because I get to do whatever I want without having to touch any dicks.
Unless you choose to, as you know, but let's not go down that route. Right. So the new single, Just Kids, that's out now. Is that out now? I think it is.
That is out now. Yeah, it just came out on Friday.
And I'm assuming there's going to be an album. Is there an album coming out?
Well, you know, these days, I sound old now. I am quite old. These days, you don't have to, you can do what you want. So I'm just doing I think I'm going to do an EP. I'm doing single by single.
Okay.
I'm collaborating with different people, like friends, doing, cool videos. Like this video, actually, I did with my husband. And we've got a little boy, who's 2 now.
Oh, wow.
And he was just there, toddling around, just all very chill and fun.
Yeah.
And, so the next song, I do have another one in the pipeline that's coming out in about 6 weeks.
And are you doing this all yourself then? Is there a label involved or is it like a family production team? What's the deal?
I'm doing it myself. I co-produced all the songs with a guy I met out here when I was doing songwriting called Adam, who's been so supportive and just loves what I do, and so we just collaborate together. I had a label, I had publishers, I had all of that stuff, and, you didn't hear about my second album. So there's sometimes they can do great and sometimes they can't. So I'd rather not get into that right now.
Yeah.
When I can do it myself. And obviously with Spotify and all these streaming services, you can get music out on social media, although I'm terrible at social media. But this time it just feels more natural, it feels more organic. It's just fun.
Your little boy, you say you got a little boy?
I do.
2 years old. Now, I can't, my boys are 7 and 9, so I can't remember. They're talking at 2, aren't they?
Unfortunately, he's just started talking, and he doesn't stop. And so it's got to the point where, it's so cute, but now he's, grasping me up to things, and I'm just a bit excuse me, I gave birth to you. I left the dog in the car wash the other day. I'd had 3 hours sleep, and I rushed off. And I forgot the dog, okay? It was one of the worst things I've ever done.
Yeah.
I deeply regret it. And my kid will not stop telling people about it. And he keeps bringing it up.
And is he doing it in an American accent?
No. Can you believe it?
Oh, does he sound London?
He's very English, yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's clever. Well done for that.
Thank you. I'm really proud of that.
My boys won't lie, right? My boys won't lie. We wanted to go on a ride at a fairground that was for 8 and above. And I said to my 7-year-old, right, you're going to pretend you're 8. He said, why? I said, so we can get on the ride. He's a tall lad, so he looks older. He said, well, no, I can't do that. Lies are bad. I said, well, right. And then I was in a real ethical problem, Remi, because, yeah, lies are bad, but this, otherwise we couldn't get on, and in the end we didn't go on the ride, because he wouldn't lie.
I mean, that's annoying though, isn't it?
That is annoying, man. There's nothing you can do about
What I mean about kids.
Can
I just say to you quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Quickly, I just want to say, like, I cannot believe that you went on I'm a Celeb, because that, for me, is the most heroic thing anyone can do in life.
Shut up. You're the most heroic?
Joking. If I see a spider,
yeah,
like 100 feet from me,
yeah,
I literally go into a panic mode. I mean, I think it's heroic. I really think so.
I hate spiders, right? And I knew I was going to do it for a couple of months, so I would train myself because I would normally just go and crush a spider with a book and throw it out the window. But so I would train myself by going up to spiders in the bathroom and saying out loud, "You cannot hurt me. You are just a spider." And I would pick them up by their toes and then throw them out the window.
Wow.
So I trained myself, Remi. I did it because I needed the money. That's the only reason. You know, we talk about touching the devil's dick. That was a full on, brought him to completion there. But that was because I was getting divorced. I needed a big check. And I did it. But also, my kids, what are you doing?
It's not me. I'm in a cafe and they're like doing something. I don't know.
This is it. We find out she's actually cleaning dishes it's all a sham. Remi Nicole is in LA cleaning dishes, kids.
Cover blown.
Cover blown. Well, thank you very much. I kind of enjoyed some of it, and my kids did think I was a hero for about 2 minutes, so it was worth it. So why, after 10 years, what was the vibe that kind of got you back into recording and writing?
Again, it was this kid. Like, after I had my son, like, you must know this as a parent, like, I realised that everything was irrelevant and that nothing mattered. Like, not in a, like, obviously life matters and whatever, but it was just like, why aren't I doing this? And there were reasons before I realised I wasn't doing it because I was, like, embarrassed or scared or, like, I'm a failed artist, I got dropped from a label, like, you do feel a bit shitty about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then... But I've never, ever put it down. Like, I've always been making music. I was doing songwriting out here for a while. I'm always, like, writing songs, and then it's just like, why wasn't I ever sharing them? And one day I was just kind of playing around with some songs while I was in a session, and this guy was like, oh, these songs are really great. Have you ever thought about doing anything? I was like, maybe. Then I got pregnant, and then I was like, nah. And then as soon as I, like, literally started thinking I'm going to have a kid, I was like, I don't want, like, my kid to grow up and, like, me be someone who's never done what they wanted to do or been scared of failure, because how am I going to teach him not to be that person, So I got the wheels back in motion, and as soon as I popped them out, I got going, and here I am.
Oh, I love you. Honestly, I think you're brilliant. And I flipping love the attitude, Catherine. Do you know what I mean? This is,
I know, and
it ties in with a lot of our things.
Hi, Remi. When you were talking there about, when you have your first kid, I completely get that. All of a sudden, it kind of puts a fire in your belly that wasn't there before, because you go, right, this is crunch time. It's not just about me anymore. I've got to show this kid what's what.
And it's like, so what if, it doesn't go to number one, or so what if if I don't get 5 million likes? Does it change the song? Does it change the fact that the song's good? Does it change the fact that I liked making it? No.
Yeah.
And I needed to practice that before I preached it to my kids,
Yeah, you're right.
Are you going to do any shows? Are you going to ever come back over here and do some shows, or is that just not part of the plan at the moment?
No, I'd love to. Look, this is what's happening. I'm going to put... This song's out now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put another one out in a couple of weeks leading up to an EP. I actually made a short film with another friend over here about, like, being an artist and the process of songwriting, and I'm going to do a screening of that with the release later on in the year, like hopefully end of summer, with the release of the EP. So I'll definitely invite you guys, because I'm going to do a screening in London.
Oh, mate.
And I'm going to do one.
Remy, if you do, man, if you do, let us know because we will plug the hell out of it. You'd be welcome to. I'd love to come.
you.
You'd be welcome to come in the studio if you ever wanted to. If you wanted to sing or just wanted to come and chat, or just if you just wanted us to look after your kid for a couple of hours while you went off and had a meal. Do you know what? We do that for you. Yes.
What a service.
This is it.
All right. Brilliant. I love it. Thank you
listen,
so much.
no, thank you so much. The new single is called Just Kids. It's on, iTunes and all the places that you buy songs, Spotify and all of that stuff. It's brilliant. Listen, keep in touch, man. You're welcome on any time.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Remy. Nice to talk to you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night. Bye-bye.
She's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh.
She's just as Remi Nicole there, dear listener. She's more brilliant than I was expecting. What an attitude. I love it. It's that whole thing of, if it fails, it fails.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
And there is something about having that first kid that does that. You think, right, this is crunch time. This is a milestone for me. So what am I going to do from here on out? I'm so glad she got back to it.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to her a lot.
Well, it's like the other day when we were talking to Noel Sullivan about how, the record industry can leave you feeling like you're not relevant anymore, whatever that means, that you're not any good, you're not as good as you thought you were, and they can do it without you and all that stuff. Yeah, they can. But you can do stuff without them too. And, the social media and being able to release your own music these days has freed up a lot of people. If your priority is making music rather than making money, there are avenues available.
Speaking of Dennis LeCorrier, friend of the show, personal friend of mine, I'm proud to say, the lead singer with Dr. Hook. He's not very well at the moment. He's not very well. And he's really frustrated because he's recorded like the first Dr. Hook album in years, right, for the 50th anniversary. And he's frustrated because he had a big tour plan to go out and promote it, and he doesn't know when he's going to be able to go back on tour because he's got problems with his kidneys, which they're working on and they'll sort out, but it just kind of scuppers his plans. And so he sent me a copy of the album, right? And I'm always nervous. When you get an album from someone that you like or a friend and you think, oh, geez.
Yeah, what if it's awful?
And when your friend is going, it's the best thing I've ever done. You go, oh, I'll be the judge of that. And I put it in the car. Oh, it's the best thing he's ever done. It's incredible. Who'd have thought in 2019 there'd be an incredible, credible Dr. Hook new album? It's great. It's brilliant. And I don't think I'm allowed to play any of it. I don't think I'm allowed to play any of it because I was in the car going, this is amazing, man. But as soon as he gets better and gets back on his feet, man, we're going to milk that album. We'll get him in with a guitar to play some songs because it's great. And he's nearly 70 this year at some point. I can't remember when. And the voice is amazing. Yeah, it's a little bit gruffer, but it's still incredible. And the songs are just superb. Anyway, thank you, Remi Nicole. 0344 499 1000. The switchboard is empty. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
David says, did I miss the author talking about Rick Moranis? No, David, it's next week. I got the date wrong. It's next Monday. Just looking up Remi Nicole, she was 26 when she got dropped by the record label. Imagine 26 years old. Yeah, it's not worked out. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Bye. Obviously made a few quid on the first album. She talked about, being sensible, buying property and stuff. Good for her. Well done. The fact that that's kept her in good stead now. That was 2007 when I guess there was still a bit of money floating around music. But, 26 being told you're done. That's it.
Thank God she can take her talent with her.
Yeah. I like her. I like her a lot.
Yeah. I'm just writing her a message to say she's got an open invitation.
Any time, Brent, come in. Oh, she's going to do a screening of a film later in the year. Oh, we're there. Oh, wait, oh, where? Yes! Last 30 minutes of the show, dear listener. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Boyley, hit me with it.
Yeah, all right. What about this? This guy, a penniless care worker, 31,
Penny Lane!
inherits one of Britain's finest National Trust stately homes. Have you ever heard about this guy?
What?
A care worker has inherited one of Britain's finest country estates after a DNA test proved he was the illegitimate son of the aristocratic owner who died there. This is like something from a Dickens novel. Jordan Adlard Rogers from Helston, Cornwall, has moved into the lavish 1,536 acre. But I thought it was going to say 1536 when it was bought, when it was built. 1,536 acre National Trust Penrose estate after the death of 62-year-old Charles Rogers.
Well, it sounds like a good deal, but that thing is going to cost a fortune
Absolutely.
to maintain.
Absolutely, because I once went over to Nebworth to meet the family that own and run that place, and they kind of live in like little apartments off the side. You can't live in the whole thing. It's
No,
not
because they have Neil Diamond doing concerts there, don't they?
You do have Neil Diamond doing concerts there.
And Robbie Williams.
Yeah, and Oasis.
Yeah.
He told me this brilliant story. Henry Lytton Cobbold, his name is. He told me this great story about how Noel Gallagher was in the bath and his dad, Henry Lytton Cobbold's dad, the bloke who owned the place, took him a cup of tea and a slice of toast while he was in the bath.
Yeah.
And this guy always wears his carpet slippers.
Yeah.
You know, posh guy who lives in a rambling
What do
country
you mean
estate.
carpet slippers? Slippers?
Slippers, yeah.
What's a carpet slippers?
That's what posh people call slippers.
Why?
Because slippers can also mean like, you know, your ruby slippers. Anyway,
slippers is slippers.
So yeah, he padded in there with his slippers on and gave Noel a cup of tea and some toast. And Noel Gallagher afterwards was saying to everyone that the butler had been in to see him. He was like, "No, that's the bloke that owns the place." Anyway, so
well, I can understand. Hang on a minute. Please don't. I'm not a great fan of Noel Gallagher, but let's not use this as an opportunity to knock him.
I wasn't knocking him.
But
I thought it was delightful.
Just bear in mind, Purda. But. Of course you'd think it was the butler.
Well,
of course you would. But they don't. You bring me a cup of tea and I think you're a butler. Jeeves.
Flipping it.
Yeah.
Community support worker.
So just put the knives. Sheathe your sword when it comes to Gallagher.
The knife wasn't out. I
for
thought
that.
It was delightful. And the thing is, they don't live large. This is what I'm saying to you. The guy sort of runs his own house.
No, that was who was the pervert?
What?
Who was the dirty one?
Which?
The dirty lord that would have it off all the time.
The one with the wifelets. Marcus of Bath.
Yeah, dirty bugger, isn't he? Lions everywhere, and just horny all the time.
Yeah,
is he still alive?
I think.
I should probably stop saying that then. But
no, he's the one that put that story about.
He was like the string fellow of National Trust.
Yeah, except he looked like Twitchy the Tramp.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have a look. Hang on.
Being very offensive in your.
I'm sure he would appreciate it. I would get away with it. Marcus
because he'd want to have it off with you.
I know. I could be the next wifelet of Bath. Hang on, let's find out whether he's still about with his wifelet. I don't think he is actually. Oh yes, he is. Well. And he lives in London. So, good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, your lordship. May your blessings be bountiful and peace be bestowed upon thee from us plebs who are not worthy to lick the mud from your shoes, mud from your carpet slippers that would be on there when you've tippy-toed out of the manor to the gardener's wife's shed at midnight for some rumpy pumpy with her.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Don't mind
1,000
us.
apologies.
So
you keep at it, sir. You do a great job.
The community support worker had suspicions the aristocrat was his father from the age of 8, but a DNA test was not carried out.
Because he kept walking around in a top hat, smoking a pipe.
A DNA test wasn't carried out until Charles's death 23 years later. So despite his father offering to complete a DNA test when he was younger, it didn't happen. And when Jordan was 18, he was told to go through a solicitor.
Yeah.
But when Charles was found dead in his car on the estate in August 2018...
Then this fella just went in and just cut off a finger for the fingerprint DNA.
The test was finally carried out and confirmed they were related. And with Charles's mother and brother also having passed away, Jordan was left as heir to the grand estate. He's now moved in and he's immersing himself in his new way of life.
He is screwed. He is screwed. He is not going to be able to keep up the payments.
I don't know about that.
Go on.
He says, I don't need to work anymore, so I want to set up a charity and help the Porthleven and Helston communities. I've been at the point of worrying about the next bill and have had a tough start in life, but now I want to help people.
It's a nice idea.
I'm not going to forget where I came from.
No. Listen, son. It's a nice idea. It ain't going to work. You are in trouble.
Oh, flipping it. They didn't need a DNA test. Look, they look exactly the same. Look, that's the father.
Yeah.
All right. And this is the guy who's just inherited.
So what? Doesn't prove anything.
Well, they
look
like each
doesn't prove anything at all.
But there's a thing.
Doesn't prove anything. Hey, can we phone my friend up in America?
Which friend?
Ryan Brady.
Okay.
From the Paul McCartney podcast. He's just messaged me and 553 8 okay, yeah. He works. He's like big wig when it comes to music.
What's he going to say?
Hello.
Hey, yes, is that Ryan?
This is?
Yeah, hi, my name is Joe Walsh Jr. I'm not related to Joe Walsh, the guitarist, but I'm a struggling musician, and I believe that I'd really like to get my CD to you of my tunes.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, how'd you find me? That's the first question.
Well, let's just say the internet is my friend.
Right. Right.
I would like to get my CD of songs over to you. I think you like them, and I really think that we can make $1 million. $1
million, huh?
$10 million. Hey, Ryan, it's Ian. Ryan, it's Ian. How you doing, man? How you doing? You're on the air.
You got me.
Yes, man.
You got me.
Of course I did.
Oh, my God.
We heard your puzzled but polite voice then.
I was like, oh no, did something leak out? Is my information out there? Have I done it to myself? I've done myself in.
We have literally just tweeted your phone number though, so you will be getting... No, we haven't. But you are on the air. You were very polite then. Okay, first question, how did you get my number? Hey man, how you doing?
Oh, could you imagine if I had been just like, get out of here?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Very impolite.
I was heading, my hand was over the dump button. For those who don't remember, this is Ryan Brady, friend of the show. He co-hosts the Take It Away podcast, the Paul McCartney podcast, which is just a delight and is a joy. And there's a new one that came out last week where I've never heard two men dissect 8 different versions of My Love. and yet
you like that, right?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. And there's a great bit where let me hang on. Let me just find this. Hang on a minute. Paul McCartney coming up live. So there's a bit where at the end of this song.
Oh my goodness! Okay, continue. Sorry.
Let me just play this because Kath will find it hilarious. I didn't know what it was. I had to listen to it, right? But they both two American gentlemen, Ryan and Chris, who it's such a good podcast. I love it, and this ribbing is done with so much love. And they say, well, at the end of Coming Up, he says something. Paul McCartney says something like "labba dabba." I don't know if anyone knows. And so I listened to it. This is what Paul McCartney says at the end of Coming Up. Now, any British person will get this straight away. Coming up. Oh no, it fades out.
What?
No, it fades out. At the very, very end, he shouts out Kenny Dalglish.
I still don't know what that is.
What that is.
What that is. It's one of our leading sports heroes.
So we put that out, and I tell you, we get emails trickle in, comments trickle in. I have gotten maybe over 100 emails, everybody telling me exactly who that is. Famous footballer, and it's just another 10 emails about the same thing. Thank you so much, everybody.
I texted Ryan. I said, Ryan, just let you know, it's Kenny Dalglish. He went, yeah, you're the 123rd person to message me today.
Hey, next time you're in a pub quiz, if they have that kind of thing over there, and they ask you to name any footballer who once played for Liverpool, you've got Kenny Dalglish down, right?
You're right. I've got one. I have one answer answer.
Hey, listen, man. How's? I hope you don't mind us calling from, for the show. Like I said, we just spoke to a brilliant singer who's from Britain but lives in LA, a woman called Remi Nicole, and we just thought you'd message me, and I just thought I'd phone up and say hi and see how life is going. Now you're big.
Oh no, I really appreciate it. I always love calling in to you, both of you. It's so exciting. My heart has stopped pounding out of my chest now, and I thought I was. First, I thought I had to talk down some, because we do get calls like that, and they rarely get to me anymore. I was like, oh no, what is this?
For those that know, you work for Atlantic Records, don't you? The big company.
That's correct.
So yeah, I'm sure people do. Hey, my American accent was convincing for the first time.
It was 100% convincing. I was like, wow.
Thank your lucky stars that America is a big place, because some people talk weird there.
Yes, true.
But is everything
act weird here too?
So what are you doing? This precise moment in time, what can you see and what are you working on?
What was I doing? I was building a marketing plan for an artist, a developing artist here, and I'm looking out into the middle of the office here. I see artists walking around, none that I recognize. I think that's a rapper right there. I just saw our head of HR. It's high activity here because we moved downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give the address out, obviously, on air, but we moved downtown, and so they put Warner Chappell, Warner Brothers Records, Atlantic, all of the labels into one building. Rhino, so we're all here.
Wow.
And it's just madness now.
Yeah. Are people still buying records?
They buy vinyl.
But because everyone says, there's a big vinyl revival, but it's still not what it was 20, 30 years ago, is it? I mean, it's had an increase, but it's not massive.
No. The minimum vinyl runs about $2,500 if you want to do it. I mean, if you want to talk shop for a little bit.
Yeah, go on.
So if I want to get 500 vinyl or less made, the label will be like, no way, you can't do it. But, they're not printing up tens of thousands of these things. It's almost like a piece of merch for people. Yeah. It's all streaming, man. And there's a meeting every week, and we just talk about how many streams did the artist get. And I don't want to blow it on air, but the dollar amount is so small. It's like half a cent per stream that just gets generated, and how much of that gets back to the artist. It's tiny.
I've got a small record label with my friend Glenn, and we're going to talk about stuff later on at a later date. I found some exciting news. I won't say it on air, but found some exciting news that me and Ryan and Glenn.
Oh, very, very, very excited. Yeah, we shouldn't say it now, but when we have something to announce, it's going to be amazing.
We might be working together on a little project. Yeah. But yeah, you talk about the runs. We do runs of generally of about 500 vinyl. Maybe 800, and we made a mistake of pressing 1,000 once, and we've got we've got 10
boxes.
Got a garage full of an album, and we
got a lot of expensive coasters.
Yeah, man alive, isn't it expensive? But you're having fun though. You really enjoy it. You love music, which is why you're doing that, which is why you do the brilliant Take It Away podcast. You genuinely love music.
Oh, I love music. I love being a part of it. Artists, creative people. To be able to work with a team of people, or even one other person, and to create nothing.
Yeah.
To create something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. And when did you get married, man? This is stuff that I've been meaning to ask you for ages. But you got married recently. Are you digging it? Are you loving it?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love being married, and I have the best lady, Annabelle. We got married in September 14th. It was last year.
Yeah.
And, we did it quick, but we're working on her green card right now, because she's in the United States. And once that's all through, have a little party, probably go to England, maybe London, and have a little dinner. So you've got to come,
dude. We have a great restaurant we've got over here in London, and this is where you should go for dinner.
Nando's? Is it Nando's?
It's a Nando's, yeah, man. That peri peri chicken is incredible, and it would be my honour to buy you and your young bride.
Wow, you sure you can afford that?
Yes, I can. My treats. You can have one
all
side.
The sauces you guys have at Nando's, amazing.
Nando's is incredible, it's an amazing restaurant. The podcast, the Take It Away podcast, you've kind of done pretty much all of the Paul McCartney albums. You've not done Kisses on the Bottom, which I'm grateful for, because I've got absolutely no interest in that ridiculous album whatsoever.
Okay.
Is the end coming in sight for that podcast?
The end of this season is coming in sight. We have, I can say it on air with you, so we have another episode we'll record in a couple weeks on the covers. All of these songs McCartney has covered, and I'm working on the playlist now. I love a lot of these songs that he's played from. Love is Strange and all the things he's done live. We can get to that in the show. And then, of course, we have to do Egypt Station.
Yeah. Well, of course you've not done that yet, yeah.
And because the big deluxe thing just came out. Have you heard those bonus tracks yet?
Do you know, I haven't, but this is how weird my life is at the moment, Ryan. I just started doing a jigsaw. I'm into jigsaws now. Me and Kath are into jigsaws. And we've both got 1,000 pieces going. What's your jigsaw, Kath?
Mine is a cheeky kitten. And there's a lot of beige around the outside. It's like lying in some sheepskin, which was a big mistake. I should have got something more elaborate.
And mine is like a yellow submarine psychedelic thing. And I tweeted this jigsaw, right? And then I got a reply from someone who follows me and who's been a guest on the show, a young man by the name of Mike McCartney, going, and he calls me La. He goes, "Hey La, if you like that, you'd love what's in my Egypt Station deluxe box." And so I jokingly said, "Oh, give us a lens. But I've not heard it. But the fact that Paul McCartney's brother tweets us quite often to the point of I'm thinking I might actually mute him.
He's a bit of a pain in the neck, to be honest.
He tweeted me about the Egypt Station deluxe box. It's a weird world. Have you spoken to Mike yet? Have you had Mike McCartney on?
I haven't. I would love to. He followed me on something, whether it was Facebook or Twitter. I reached out, but I haven't heard back. I would love to talk to Mike because he has the McGear coming out in June, right?
And here's the thing: when he came in, I think you might have heard it, but when he came in, we weren't going to talk about Paul. We weren't going to mention it, but he brought him up within the first 5 minutes, And if you want, I can introduce you guys online, and or I can put.
Please, are you kidding me?
Would you be up for that?
Look. Am I a fan of Paul McCartney? Of course I am. But am I a fan of Mike McCartney? Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, all right.
His whole Scaffold, right? That project and
it's incredible.
I absolutely will.
In that case, I will pop it. I'll put in a little word because he's a good man, and I think you two will get on.
He's funny and he's a chatterbox. You're going to really hit it off.
He doesn't shut up, man. I think you two will get on. I will send him a little.
He's listening right now.
Yes, he does listen from time to time. I will send him a little cheeky message. And also, I don't know if you're aware, there's, just to flag this up, because I listened to the first episode of it, there's a new Beatles pod, as if we need another one, but it is a good one called Nothing Is Real, by two guys in Ireland. I just think you should check that out. It's short, it's sweet, it's kind of different from a lot of the other Beatles podcasts I've listened to, and very different from yours as well. So I'm just throwing that in the mix, Ryan.
Oh, well, I will definitely check it out. I think, I think we retweeted that. I think I do know about that one.
I think you might have retweeted it, actually, at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are a couple of listeners that take it away. I still cannot get over the show is still growing. I get emails every day. Hey, man, I just found your show. I just listened to all of it straight through. It's like, are you kidding me?
P.S. Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. And by the way...
it's a good show,
dork.
Man.
Here's the link to the most famous football player of all time in England.
Well,
it's like not a Michael Jordan or something in the United States.
Hey, listen, I think people can be cruel, and I will not repeat the fact that for several episodes you refer to a gentleman called Hamish as Hamish.
Oh,
now,
Hamish,
don't,
Hamish,
Catherine, don't. Please don't. Come on.
Oh my God, we're like Hagrid.
right. Oh, I feel we've just got you on and bullied you now, and now we're gonna flick you away because we finished playing with you. Ryan, listen, I'm gonna send you an email in the next couple of days with Glenn, and we'll sort out a chance to have a little business chat.
Oh, it's an honour to be bullied and flicked. I'll talk to you both later.
Love you, man. Take care. See you later, Ryan. Bye bye. Thank you very much. 0344 499 1000. He's good, isn't he?
I love him.
He's such a nice guy. George, stay there. We'll come to a bit. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Ryan's podcast is Take It Away. I mean, it's one of the most delightful. You know, the podcasts are supposed to be 25 minutes long. That's the perfect listening time, and they're supposed to be broad. No. These podcasts can be an hour and a half.
With
and
them arguing about one song.
They dissect one album, one McCartney album, and they put so much work into it. And it's just a joy. It's just a joy. I was never a huge fan of McCartney's solo work until I started listening to that podcast, and now I've bought loads of it, and it just gives you a real appreciation. Anyway, also, here's a point. If you're thinking of doing a podcast, so I'm just doing my shoes up because I'm going to get out in a minute. If you're thinking of doing a podcast, they did an episode. The penultimate episode was live, and it's them at a university being interviewed about how they do a podcast, and there's some really interesting bits in there about the technical side of it, but about marketing and buying ads on Facebook and stuff like that. It's really good listen. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to George.
Hello, Ian.
George.
Kath.
Hi.
Dear. When did Ryan say he's coming over?
Later in the year at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, well, maybe he'd be interested.
Nope.
Sorry?
No.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know the word no. I don't think the deputy head of Atlantic Records is going to be interested, George.
In doing an interview with the original Beatles accountant, Harry Pinsker, who's a relative of mine, he wouldn't be interested in doing that?
I don't know. Why don't you reach out to him on Twitter and ask him?
What a silly thing to say.
Well, okay. Well, why would he be?
Well, he's interested in Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney did a record which is on YouTube where they used the Harry Krishna song and changed it to Harry Pinsker.
Yes.
That's up on.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Yes.
Yeah. So I just thought he might be interested.
Well, why don't you ask him? I don't know.
Why should I ask him?
Why should I ask him? You're the one that wants him to interview your relative.
I don't want him.
I don't want him to do anything either.
Just thought it might interest him.
Well, ask him. I don't know.
No, well, I just find it a silly attitude that you've got.
I think you've got an arrogant attitude.
You keep saying that. Nobody could be less arrogant than me.
Bollocks.
I'm very self-deprecating.
Bollocks. You're the most arrogant person I've ever spoken to on this radio show.
Nobody has ever called me arrogant.
Well, I bet they have, but you never listen to it. I am. I'm calling you arrogant.
For what?
For your arrogance.
Specify what my arrogance is, Ian.
There you go. You want me to talk about you a bit more. That's how arrogant you are.
You're stupid.
You're a bellend.
You are stupid.
You're a knob.
Thank you. That's astonishing. You really are.
I don't think you are astonishing. You're the opposite of astonishing. You're unstonishing.
I'm a character. I'm not a personality. I am a character, and you don't appreciate that at all.
Here comes the arrogance.
No, it's just. I have many good anecdotes to tell. You're not interested in listening to them.
No, I think we've heard them. All your anecdotes now about you phoning up BBC London or something.
No, they're not.
All of your anecdotes are about other phone calls to other radio stations.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They really aren't.
Yes, they really are.
I've been putting a nice prophecy out there.
Go on then.
Wearing my apprentice prophet's cap.
Yep.
You know the song, a new song, subtitled "Let's Stick Together."
Yeah.
That lyric's been circulating, and I am prophesying that it's going to win the Eurovision Song Contest next year.
Well, it isn't.
You're going to give it to Sweden, because if we're not going to win it in this country.
It isn't going to win. Your song is not going to win the Eurovision Song Contest next year. That's a fact. That's my prophecy.
2020 Eurovision.
Yeah.
A new song will win that competition.
Well, a new song wins it every year, yes.
No,
but it won't be yours.
A song called a new song.
Right, okay, well that's...
Because there's a biblical prophecy that talks of a time when the people will sing
The Bible doesn't mention Eurovision.
Sorry?
The Bible doesn't mention Eurovision.
It mentions the people singing a new song.
Okay, well that doesn't mean anything.
And it mentions the people of the islands, and we are the people of the islands. And I'm just watching prophecies unfolding.
Okay, so let's get this right. Your prophecy is that your song that you've written, that you keep trying to get people to...
The lyrics.
Yeah, because you keep asking people to write the tune for it.
Yeah, many different bands are now writing the tune for it.
That's great news for them. You got them to do some work for you. Lovely.
No, why do some work for me? They're doing work for themselves, not for me.
Okay, you kept asking us to help you out and we couldn't be bothered. And your prophecy is that your song you've written is going to win the Eurovision next year.
No doubt about it whatsoever.
Plenty of doubt about it, to the point of where it isn't going to happen.
2020 Eurovision.
I bet you £2,020 that your song does not win Eurovision next year. I bet you £20, 2020.
I accept your bet.
Right, clip that please, James, and send that to me. That is, is there any chance he could win this?
Well, only if the BBC selects his song.
Yes. All right, George, well, I look forward to getting your money.
I look forward to getting your money.
£2,020. Fine, we're on. Beautiful, let's do it. I'll speak to you later on. Take care.
And you.
And you. Have I just got myself in big trouble there? He can't win.
You've broken so many broadcasting regulations there. I think Ofcom will take their BDR away from Steve Allen and be looking at you like Sauron's gigantic eye from Mordor.
Hello, Paul Ross.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies.
Gentlemen and ladies,
I'm
yes.
up on the night. I found 9p in coppers outside, and I've managed to stick in my bag a book about the Labour Party. I've had my arm for 3 months now, and nobody's claimed.
Beautiful.
But apart from that, it's been a very skinny night. Normally, when you move out of somewhere, rich pickings.
Everything's
Not
gone.
This, it's like a desert.
We've had a hunt around. Everything's gone.
Yeah,
I had a bowl of somebody else's chocolate pops, Sainsbury's own brand. They were stale. With some milk left over.
Oh, you don't want any of the cereals from here?
No, I've got to go at that. I'm just desperate for something to nick.
No, the cereals from here, they've all got mites in them.
That's protein, that's all.
I suppose so. Fair play. What's on your show tonight?
Well, we are doing a bit of a Wizard of Oz spectacular, because there are all kinds of Wizard of Oz anniversaries.
I wonder why you were singing the Wizard of Oz coming up the stairs when I was having a pee.
I always do.
Okay, right.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Friend of Dorothy.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Don't knock it till you've tried it. So we're celebrating the Wizard of Oz. We have the president of the International Wizard of Oz fan club live on the programme.
Oh,
Guess
beautiful.
which American state she lives in, Kath Boyle?
Kansas.
Of course she does! She has 30,000 Wizard of Oz bits of memorabilia.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to
brilliant.
that. We're doing a potted guide to the Wizard of Oz. We're talking Pink Floyd and the Wizard of Oz, of course. And we're also talking to, now, I don't think you two are Game of Thrones fans, are
I
you?
was, yeah.
Okay. Now, then you know the Dothraki.
Yes.
The kind of Mongol hordes, the Golden Horde almost. We've got the man who invented, and now 1 million people are learning to speak it. He invented for the series the Dothraki language, live from the USA. So forget your Klingon, move away from the Esperanto, Dothraki, and the bloke who invented it on the programme after 2 o'clock. Looking forward to that.
There we go.
Sek.
Sorry?
Sek.
How dare you,
It's the only Dothraki word I know.
Never saw one bit of Game of Thrones, and I'm laughing at everyone because the finale was rubbish, apparently.
You've got all that in front of you, boy.
Oh, no.
It's
never,
all out there for you, boy.
Never watching a box set ever again, not
Have you
after
seen The
Lost.
Sopranos?
No.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I thought the last series of that was a joke.
The Prisoner?
The Prisoner?
Patrick McGowan?
No, I never saw that.
Oh,
Yeah, I never saw that.
I'll bring it in for you in the new building.
Yeah, I never saw that. I
it's
think
great.
I'd like that.
It's a
But
melon
these
twister.
big American box sets... Anyway, I've got to go because we're out of time. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
We got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.